No, the last time that happened, that a rookie pitched a shutout in the deciding game of the Stanley Cup. How does 89 years ago strike you? 89 years
almost
ago.
never.
Look, the word that I would use is consistency. Everybody raved about the Western Conference all season, justifiably. Colorado won the President's Trophy. And then when Vegas swept Colorado in the playoffs, everybody got on Vegas. They seem to forget that Carolina, I believe, had the second most points in the regular season. But they had Mitch Marner, they had Eichel, they had big stars. They had Tortorella, who was a magician. He turned the whole thing around with like no time to go.
And by the way, Vegas won a series once like this where they switched. They went to the goaltender.
So Carolina just kept showing up and plugging and winning and stuff like that. And Carolina, what were they? Oh, they had a 16-3 record, which in hockey is the second greatest ever. So the
Same as the Knicks, by the way, right? 16-3.
Yeah, but in basketball, it happens more often.
Yeah.
In hockey, this was the second greatest ever. So the only real question to deal with now is who's going to send back Tortorella's clothes from the hotel in Raleigh. I mean, that seems to be a big deal.
That's right.
There are three great stories on Carolina. One is Bussy. The second one is Brind'Amour.
Yes.
Brind'Amour was the captain of the last team that they had that in 2006.
As we like to say in Chicago.
So the last time that someone had a Stanley Cup ring for playing and for coaching on the same franchise, that was 70 years ago.
Toe Blake?
Yeah, 70 years ago. And the other great story is Jordan Staal, who became the oldest guy ever to win the Conn Smythe. And he won a cup with Pittsburgh in 2009. And that 17-year expanse between cups,
the longest
of all time.
Yeah.
Of all time.
Yeah, but you know what? All that stuff's nice. Without Bussy,
that's right.
I don't know that they can survive that.
By the way, he's not from Chicago, is he?
No.
You know where he's from? Thank you, Long Island. Let's take a break. Coming up, did the U.S. men's big win over Paraguay increase the expectations for this team?
You know who is from Chicago? Jalen Brunson. It was the Mrs. 15 strikeout masterpiece, the highlight of the baseball weekend? No. Jalen Brunson delivered New York, a Chicago win. Yeah. Very proud of that.
Yeah.
Very happy about that.
Yeah, well, a Long Island guy delivered for Carolina.
Yeah.
Why is that meaningless to you? Because it's not Chicago?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
It's not Chicago.
Yes. By the way, the Eastern Conference was the JV. Knicks Cleveland, that was
not
a
now.
JV series.
Not now.
I didn't say this was.
Not now.
I didn't say the finals.
The original. The first. A light beer brewed to taste like beer. There's nothing like it. Legendary taste, over 96 calories. It's Miller time.
U.S. Bank Business Banking gives you dedicated experts and tailored solutions that work together to reward you more. Because we believe the most rewarding wins take a team effort.
I had one of those.
You'll get there someday.
Your business and U.S. Bank together. That's the power of us.
You don't wear it to show off. You wear it because you've earned it. Focus forward. Tissot.
I didn't know M&Ms liked eating M&Ms.
Who's eating M&Ms?
What have you done?
Look, I won't judge. They're so airy, so crispy.
You think you know someone. M&M's caramel, now popped.
Blazing wings and a pick six for $19.99. Careful, those babies are muy picante.
I can handle the heat. You want to try it? Here.
Hey, you're right. It's really not that. Oh, too spicy, too spicy.
You'll be all right.
Pick six meal for two for $19.99.
With Daisy sour cream, every bite gets better. Every dollop, every squeeze, every moment together. Mix it in, bring the fun. You can never get enough when you do a dollop of Daisy. Good food tastes better with a dollop of Daisy. Do a dollop, do a dollop, yeah. Everything tastes better with a dollop of Daisy.
You're home for the biggest live events and the best championship moments. It's the ultimate fan experience. Stream now on the ESPN app.
Popeye's $6 Big Box is back, y'all. Big news packed with bold Louisiana flavor. It's that juicy, crunchy, marinated chicken you love with 2 regular sides and a biscuit for only $6.
Love that
Chicken from Popeyes.
Paul?
Hey, Carfox.
Are you hiding from used car shopping?
Yes.
It doesn't have to be scary.
Show me, Carfox.
Knowing how a car's accident history impacts price means you don't have to overpay. No fear, just Fox. Say show me at Carfax.com.
One a day 50+ multivitamins are formulated for your overall health with nutrients to support brain and muscle function. So you're not just setting the pace, you're one step ahead.
Next time, slow down.
One a day 50+, the one for you.
My cholesterol is borderline. I can worry about it or do something about it. So I take garlic to help maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste free with guaranteed potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with garlic.
Runners will do anything to cut through the wind. Why? When you can go fast the easy way. Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. High-performance running shoes designed to cut through the wind with unbelievable speed. Plus, they're lightweight and feature Goodyear rubber. Go fast in Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst.
For the first time, it's our 3-lane race course.
I'm home for the victory. Let's go.
American Ninja Warrior, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Stream Night of Champions on the ESPN app with the ESPN Unlimited plan.
Time to find out what's baffling the riffraff in mail time. I will get the first one, put on my glasses to read it. Here we go.
Harsh.
Did the USA's big win over Paraguay raise your expectations for this team?
No, not in my case, Tony. I mean, I understand Paraguay had a nice run to qualify, and everybody, talked about how well they played and how that first game was supposed to be, pretty tight match. It was not. We ran over them. The U.S. was better in every conceivable way than Paraguay. And that's impressive and that's good. And it might have been, even if it is, the greatest performance the United States has ever had in a World Cup match. That still doesn't do anything for you in the terms of the knockout round, even if it helps us get through group, and it should help us get through group. And Turkey didn't look all that good, and I don't know what Australia is, but you still got to deal with a lot of great teams and highly ranked teams, and you're still going to have to get through France and England and Germany, and I don't know what Spain's doing so far, or Brazil, but maybe one of them or both. There are too many great teams in the world, and we are not in that top 12 to 14. So raise my expectations yet after one game? Not me.
Okay. As you know, I don't know anything about soccer, so I'm going to just tell you a true story.
Okay.
I was playing golf on Saturday, and we got off the green on 7, and we went into the shack.
To see George.
And George was in the shack, and George is a big soccer
Yes,
guy.
he is.
And George said to me, that half, the first half against Paraguay,
3-0,
is the greatest half in the history of United States soccer. And I said to him, well, are we any good? And he said, play like that, you can play with anyone.
Okay.
Now, here's a couple of numbers that are interesting. Well, Paraguay's better. I didn't know this. Paraguay had beaten Brazil and Argentina
yes,
in
they
real
had to
games
qualify.
To qualify.
South America, yeah.
The United States, over the last 8 World Cups, has averaged 3.5 goals for the entire tournament that they were present. They just got 4 against a good team. So maybe, indeed, maybe...
You want to have some hope here, don't you?
Some. I'd like to have some hope.
Hope would be good. Expectations? That's a little early for that, isn't it? And it's like winning game 1 in your Tony Kornheiser book of theorems. You win game 1, don't get crazy.
But when you win it impressively and nobody expects it quite like that.
They did.
And then you're not going to get grouped, as Twellman would say, because Turkey beat Australia.
Yes.
Or lost to Australia.
Australia 2-0 over Turkey. Turkey didn't look good. Bigger deal in baseball this weekend. The Miz, Scooble's return, the Rockies putting 23 on the A's in Vegas, or the White Sox winning 2 of 3 from the Dodgers.
Okay. I want to make sure we understand it is this weekend. We're talking about small expectations, not large expectations. Yeah. It's limited to that.
Yeah.
Because what the Miz did was great.
It was.
It was great. What Scooble getting back and ready to go, that's great. The Chicago White Sox are insane. They have won 20 of 24 games. This team 2 years ago lost 300 games. But what happened in Vegas shouldn't stay in Vegas, shouldn't happen anywhere. This is ridiculous. The Colorado Rockies have the worst record in all of baseball.
Again.
They stink.
Yeah.
Here's what 23 runs, 6 home runs, 24 hits. This does not happen indoors. It doesn't happen anywhere. This is a minor league stadium, and it is a launching pad. They played 6 games this year. Yeah. The A's played 6 games here and 6 more next year. You know how many runs were scored in the 6 games this year? 102.
So that's why it's not a big deal.
No, stop it.
It's just a
stop it. Stop the
it's
madness.
a little league park.
Stop
you
the
agree with
madness.
that, right?
They shouldn't be playing there.
Okay, so they shouldn't be playing there. The White Sox should be playing. They just beat the Dodgers 2 out of 3.
Right.
All right, and they share a facility with the Dodgers, and they look like, talk about the JV, the spring training facility they share in Scottsdale with the Dodgers. The White Sox, Tony, are like 37-31. I think
Why did the Dodgers
500.
leave Vero? Why did they leave Vero?
Because it's
everybody loved Vero.
This will come as a shock to you. Arizona closer to California than Dodger Town.
The desert.
Dodger Town, historic though.
Yeah.
The White Sox are never the own story in their own town, and now I'm gonna go see the White Sox play. I'm gonna go to Comiskey. I grew up on the
I'm
South
going to
Side.
alert the media that you're coming. Maybe you get a
alert
parade.
somebody. I'm not wearing a White Sox thing.
Right.
Those red jerseys are the ugliest jerseys in the history of sports. The red and black. Now, if they were wearing the red Dick Allen, the red and white,
Sox.
I'm going to go see the White Sox.
Are you worried you won't be able to sing the anthem or take me out to the ball game?
I'm just going to go sit.
No, I mean at the Cubs anymore.
I can get back in. I'll wear some glasses and a fake nose.
That's enough email.
You know.
Let's take one last break. Still to come, a surprising result for a Spanish team many have picked to win the World Cup.
The Bulls hired a new head coach? Who? You know how many games I went to a Comiskey before I ever set foot
Pochettino they hired.
at Wrigley
Phil
Field?
Jackson. Well, because your dad was a White Sox fan. Then you dumped him, and you just went to the Cubs. Went to the South Side.
Sort of.
You went to the
North
South
side. I grew up on the South Side.
Well, whatever.
The North Side.
Whatever.
I've
learned everything about Chicago from you.
You have.
Everything.
But
I'm sick of Chicago.
When is the last time you were at Wrigley Field?
What? It's been a while.
He's automatic from the 40s.
You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
He traveled.
With built-in intelligence, your battery saves power and updates are automatic. So even if work interrupts you, your Dell Pro won't.
In the wild, everything is always in front of you. Sauvage Elixir Dior.
At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
Modelo tastes good, but that post-double shift Modelo, that yard work's done Modelo, or that finally off your feet Modelo. The one you earned is just better. That Modelo is the mark of a fighter.
First, you get hit by psoriasis. And now, you get hit again. This time by joint pain. It's a double whammy. It could be psoriatic arthritis, a chronic inflammatory disease that attacks your joints on the inside and your skin on the outside. If you've been hit by, find out more about psoriatic arthritis at doublewhammy.com and talk to your doctor.
I didn't know M&Ms liked eating M&Ms.
Who's eating M&Ms?
What have you done?
Look, I won't judge. They're so airy, so crispy.
You think you know someone. M&M's caramel, now popped.
We believe the most rewarding wins are when we work like a team.
1, 2, 3.
That's why U.S. Bank Smartly Checking and Savings are designed to work together so we can reward you more. That's the power of us.
It's terrifying what happens when car warranties expire. As soon as they do, cars are quitting on the job. It's like they're possessed. Stop. Hey, man, you got a little something there. And without protection, even simple repairs could cost you thousands. That's why there's Car Shield. Or don't get Car Shield and maybe get your car an exorcism instead. Someone should help her.
Car Shield. Protection when it counts.
For the first time, it's our 3-lane race course.
I'm home for the victory. Let's go. American Ninja Warrior, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
So why don't we go somewhere only we know? Somewhere only
future is happening now on ABC and ESPN. One of the most talented classes in history gives every team a chance at a star. At the NBA Draft, a 2-day event on ESPN and ABC.
Oh, JD is outside.
New Breyers Sunday Swirls are classic vanilla, now loaded with brownies and chocolate sauce. This is how you Sunday.
Some call it being neighborly. We call it uncompromising commitment. It's a Yuengling thing, brewing America's lager for nearly 200 years.
This may be someone's idea of a perfect retirement.
I think there's a mistake. This is not my retirement.
But not Rick's. His looks more like this.
Paying this guy a fortune to hurt me.
Don't stop!
He tells his friends he's golfing.
Right?
He's learning Mandarin. It's a whole thing. What do you fish for?
Mostly compliments, but...
It's not just any retirement. It's yours. So get income that can last a lifetime and protect your life's work with Prudential.
Big Finish is brought to you by CarShield. Call, drive, and save.
Happy time, people. Happy 68th birthday, Wade Boggs. The Hall of Fame third baseman began as a 7th-round draft pick in 1976 and turned into a 12-time All-Star. Boggs led the American League in batting 5 times, won 2 Gold Gloves, 8 Silver Sluggers, and was on a World Series champion with the Yankees in 1996. Both the Red Sox and Rays retired his number. Boggs had 3,010 career hits and 1,014 RBI. His career batting average was, .328. For years, baseball lore has echoed with tales of Boggs guzzling 107 beers in a single day, 73 of which, legend claims, were consumed on a single cross-country flight from Boston to Los Angeles in 1994. I desperately want this to be true, but Boggs has denied the 107 total.
You need one hit to save your life. Boggs, Carew, or Gwynn? Who you picking?
I'll take any of them. I'd also add George Brett to that list. Great clutch hitter. Not so happy anniversary, Houston Astrodome. On this day 50 years ago, the revolutionary Dome Stadium, nicknamed the 8th wonder of the world, suffered a rainout. A torrential storm that lasted some 7 hours dumped rain reportedly in excess of 10 inches around the dome. While both teams arrived early and were ready to play, flooding of the surrounding area led to road closures and high water in parts of the stadium itself. A game could have been played, but without fans, and officials decided to postpone it. The Astrodome was an enormously big deal when it opened in 1965. Hosted all sorts of big events, including the Billie Jean King-Bobby Riggs tennis match.
I don't remember any baseball games from that building, but I remember a basketball game as a kid. Lou Alcindor versus
Elvin Hayes.
And UCLA lost that.
That's right.
Only loss they had that year.
That's right.
Well, they got revenge in the Final Four. Where was that?
Yeah. Oh, they beat them by like 30, I believe, in the Final Four. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody will get in my ear. Happy trails to Bud Cauley's wait for his first PGA Tour win. The 36-year-old topped Wilbon's Guy Fitzy to win the Canadian Open yesterday in his 239th start. Cauley was roommates with Justin Thomas at Alabama and had a promising career until a car crash 8 years ago broke one of his legs, 5 of his ribs, and collapsed one of his lungs. He later suffered an open wound and infection after doctors removed a metal plate from his chest. In all, Cauley missed 3 years and considered leaving the sport, made it back to the tour in 2024, had 4 top 10 finishes last season. Yesterday's win qualifies him for this week's U.S. Open in Shinnecock. Jim Nantz said on the call, acknowledging how long it had been for Cauley to win. Sometimes it takes a while for a bud to become a full bloom.
Feel good story, easy to root for.
Yes, let's go quickly to the big finish. Cape Verde played Spain to a scoreless draw. You're surprised?
That's probably the biggest upset of the tournament, and Lamine Yamal played the last 20 minutes, did not start. The Big 12 is seeking an injunction in federal court that would allow it to punish Texas Tech if it plays Brendan Sorsby. Are you surprised?
Not at all. They don't want to play Sorsby. Sorsby's good. The Bulls are reportedly hiring Thiago Splitter as their next head coach. Happy about that?
I love this. Are you kidding? He did a great job at Portland. I'm thrilled about this. Darren Peterson has met with the Wizards, but reportedly won't meet with any other team.
I think that means he thinks he's going to be the #1 pick, not Debanso. That would surprise me. Last one. Brian Windhorst says Giannis wants to go to the Heat. Do you think that'll happen?
It sounds like it's...
Really?
It sounds like it. There are other teams that are interested, but it sounds like it's going to happen.
Well, we are out of time. We'll try to do better the next time. Happy birthday, Reed.
Giannis going to survive the Heat culture. I'm Mike Wilbon. Same time tomorrow, knuckleheads. And now,
UCLA won the rematch by 32, I believe I had that.
very nice.
I believe I had that.
He must be old.
This is SportsCenter.
Welcome to SportsCenter. Christina Kevin with you. Michael Wilbon coming right back to discuss the brilliance of Jalen Brunson and what's next for Wemby Spurs.
Plus, the latest developments in the Brendan Thorsby story. Keith Hamill is going to join us live as SportsCenter begins right now. Let's start in the NBA, where New York's drought is over. The Knicks are champions for the first time since 1973. Jalen Brunson scored 45 points to finish off the Spurs in Game 5. He accounted for 48% of New York's points, second only to Michael Jordan in a title-clinching game. That is some pretty solid company. Hall of Famer Michael Wilbon joins us now. Michael, put into perspective what this championship means for the Knicks franchise and their fans.
Well, Christine, I think you have to start with the run they put together. The 16-3 run the Knicks put together to win the championship and lost 2 of the first 3. So, 16-1 over the last 17 games, that's pretty amazing. So, I mean, I heard the talk, I know, coming out of everywhere from Bristol to New York and parts in between about the team and what this means about their greatness. All-time great team, not so fast. You don't get to be all-time great team by being the 3rd seed, because other teams have done that throughout, from Halloween through the end of June, with a run that's similar and a regular season that's better. So I'm not putting the Knicks in that category. But what's most important is the run to win the championship. Really, you can say that's all that's important, because that is done and observed objectively. So that's an amazing thing. What does it mean for the future? I don't know, because there have been how many consecutive different champions in a league known for multiple champions? That's what the NBA is known for. Hasn't happened. 8 different champions. I mean, every year. The league is so good right now. Last year in Halloween, I know I said on PTI, I didn't think OKC was going to win, not because there was something deficient or lacking in OKC. The league is too good. Well, the league's going to be very good next year, too. And Boston figures to be better. Oklahoma City is certainly going to try to at least run it back or run it back with something added. The Spurs are going to get better because those ruby-cheeked children on the Spurs roster are going to be older and better. They're going to be really good teams in there and some others coming up. And so the Knicks are going to be challenged. Might they be able to win? Sure. But we said that about Denver, and it was going to be a dynasty. Wait a minute, it isn't. OKC is going to be a dynasty. Wait a minute, it isn't. The league is really good right now. That's the good news. But the Knicks are on top of it. And to go 53 years and come into this season, okay, they might get to the conference finals, but I don't know how many people outside of New York, even in New York, tell the truth, because they wanted Mike Brown fired after losing 2 of the first 3 to Atlanta. I don't know how many people had the Knicks winning. But with the way they responded with that long, long run to get through the championship, amazing.
You talk about the way that they responded. They overcame a double-digit deficit in all 4 of their NBA Finals wins, which is the most since 1971. It was a crazy run. Kev?
Big reason why? Jalen Brunson, one of the all-time great performances in the NBA Finals in the history of the NBA Finals, becoming the 4th player to score at least 45 at a finals clinching win. Some great company, too, as he joins this list of Pettit, Giannis, and MJ. Only Brunson and Jordan did it on the road. Here's Jalen Brunson earlier today on First Take.
Honestly, I think my mindset was more like, how can I be the best version of myself when things aren't going well? Because you prepare for the worst. You prepare when things aren't going to go well. And so I think as a team, when things aren't going to go well, how are we going to still be successful? How are we still going to find a way to win games when things aren't going the way we want it to? And I think that kind of sums us up a lot, because obviously we were down by double digits most of the series and found a way to come back, whether it's obviously on the court, like putting the ball in the basket or creating opportunities for others. But just finding a way was just kind of my mentality, whatever was necessary at the time.
I love that quote. Michael, there were a lot of doubters that Brunson could lead a Knicks team to a championship. How would you describe Brunson's mental strength here, his makeup, to take his team to a title?
Well, there's a mental toughness, Kevin. There's also there's a basketball brilliance. We talk about IQ. Jalen Brunson sees and processes things maybe more quickly, certainly more definitively. He comes up with an answer, and that answer it seems to almost always, certainly these last couple of years, been the right one for his team. When to take over a game, when to get others involved, what to do. And there's the physical part of it. I mean, he's 6'1.5", maybe 6'2". His footwork, who's got better footwork than Jalen Brunson? Because as he says, you know, the magic is in the work. And it is in the work. He's done this since high school. And yes, none of us, I'm going to include myself, and I got to see Jalen Brunson or pay attention to him, if not see him in person when he was in high school in suburban Chicago, and paid attention to him because he's Rick's son, and it's my hometown. And it's like, let me see this Brunson kid people are talking about. And it's like, oh my God, he just made himself better. He made himself better in high school, at Villanova, with the Mavericks who didn't know, and the Knicks who knew more than others, but they didn't know either. And so, wow, at every stage, all he does is get better and master the moment. Physically, intellectually, in all ways possible. And by the way, no one's more unselfish in the history of the NBA to leave tens of millions of dollars out there so that his franchise, his team, could put together an ensemble, a cast of characters that could win a championship led by him. He did that. Now, all these guys, let's see when people talk about, oh, I want to win at any cost. Really? Really? Because Jalen Brunson has now set the bar, and here it is. Meet it.
And he's going to reap the after effects, of course, moving forward for the rest of his career. By the way, he scored 15 in the fourth quarter Saturday, the most in a finals-clinching win since MJ in 1998, Christine.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that the Spurs didn't win the NBA Finals this year with the amount of time that they spent leading. In total, they led over 70% of the series, by far the most of any team that wound up losing the finals in the last 55 years. Here's Victor Wembanyama after that Game 5 loss.
It's painful, you know, it's painful. But I'm not running away from that. But I'm using that to fuel me, and I'm not satisfied with not winning. This is the biggest lesson of my life, and as a team, there's no better experience than what we just lived.
Thank you, Victor.
All right. Appreciate y'all. See y'all. Never.
I just love Wemby. Where do Wemby and the Spurs go from here after that very disappointing finish?
To the gym to get better, figure it out, to the classroom, to the whiteboard, listening to the coaches, and it should be painful. I love listening to Wemby too, Christine. It should be painful. And this is, you know, this is the hill that I die on, that you don't get to just walk into this league, no matter how talented, and win it all. And the fact that they got this close is a testament to San Antonio and to Wembanyama. Finish it off and win? No. That's the province of Bill Russell and Magic Johnson and no one else, because those are the guys who walked in and won. Nobody else. Not Jordan, not LeBron, not anybody else. So Wembanyama has nothing to be ashamed of, but it's painful. It ought to be painful. He ought to spend some time recovering from this. And the great players in any sport, Wayne Gretzky talked about being swept before he won his first championship, swept by the New York Islanders. Swept, the great Wayne Gretzky. And thinking about that as he came back the next year and the next year and the next year, winning is often painful, except for those two guys I mentioned. So Wembanyama's got that. He's in great company. He's got terrific talent around him in an organization that knows how to bring people along and develop them. I think they'll be fine. I still expect, health given, that San Antonio will win championships with Wembanyama in the center of it. But right now, it's painful, and it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and he very much embraces it, as he said. By the way, you mentioned those championships. Wemby and the Spurs are the favorites at plus 250 to win it all next season, just ahead of the Thunder. The Knicks have the fourth best odds at plus 650. Michael Wilbon, thank you.
Thanks.
We are following a developing story in college football. The NCAA has filed a formal appeal of Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby getting an injunction to play next season, even though he had been banned for gambling. The organization asked for a ruling before the upcoming college football season starts to restore certainty and uniform enforcement for schools and student athletes. Now, Sorsby admitted to wagering about $90,000 on sports, including on Indiana, when he was a freshman there. This spring, he checked himself into a gambling rehab facility. Now, we are joined by senior college football writer Pete Thamel, who has been on top of the Sorsby story from the beginning. Pete, so two separate groups battling Texas Tech in court. What do we know about the NCAA and the Big 12's filings today?
Yeah, Kevin, I think in totality, today represents some significant headwinds for Brendan Sorsby as he goes forward in his quest for eligibility. The two filings are very separate. Obviously, the NCAA asked the local judge in Texas for an expedited timeline for a decision. They did not think it was fair that the Texas judge set the court date for after next college football season, which basically meant the injunction was a ticket for eligibility for Sorsby. In the Big 12's filing today, they were very blunt. They wanted a declaratory judgment and an injunction in federal court in Texas, and they basically said, we want to enforce our own rules. Symbolically, Kevin, the Big 12 filing is significant. It shows that 15 schools are united against Texas Tech, pushing forward. There's some heavy rhetoric in that, and they said that the Big 12's letter to the Attorney General, essentially, they are not going to be pushed around. They are going to come back, and they are going to stand up for what they believe in.
So, Pete, the Big 12 presidents, they met this afternoon. What did they decide?
Well, Kevin, they didn't decide anything because they are going to wait for federal clearance, essentially, in order to make a decision. That's what that filing this morning was about. So they weren't expected to make any decision, but they did release a statement that really gave a window into where their thinking is right now. Part of it said, quote, universities should not field players who have bet on their own teams in college athletics. So if you need to know where their heads are, it is very clear and linear right now. That's what they think of the Brendan Sorsby situation. And this is all relevant, Kevin, because a week from today is the NFL draft supplemental deadline. So if Brendan Sorsby thinks the headwinds are too strong and wants to declare and go to the NFL, he would have to do so in the next week.
That is a critical week for a decision. We will see how this plays out again. June 22nd, that is the deadline to file for the NFL supplemental draft. Pete, thank you so much. Christine?
To the World Cup, where the Iranian team touched down in Los Angeles yesterday for their first match against New Zealand tonight. The game takes place against the backdrop of an ongoing war between the U.S. and Iran. The team had to move their training site from Arizona to Mexico, and now protests are expected outside of tonight's match. And we are on the scene in L.A. Stadium with Jeremy Schaap. So, Jeremy, very unusual circumstances for this game, to say the least. What can you tell us about the atmosphere around this game and how Iranians are feeling about it?
Yeah, Christina, obviously, this is extraordinary, if not entirely unprecedented. We've got Iran, as you said, playing here in Los Angeles after 4 months of war between the United States and Iran. All of the extraordinary measures, all of the difficulties with Iran's visa process, with its travel issues, moving its training camp. You got to remember as well, Christine, that Southern California is home to approximately 750,000 Iranian Americans. It is the largest Iranian community in the world outside of Iran. And as you said, we expect protests, anti-regime protests from Iranian American groups outside the stadium here. And when we spoke to the Iranian players, they were not reluctant to discuss some of the challenges that all of this has meant for them.
Of course, you worry about your family, you worry about your people, you worry about your country. But like I said, we keep repeating the fact that as Team Melli, we are try to do everything to make our people happy.
Now, of course, the players, they don't want to talk about politics, and they're in a no-win situation when they're asked questions about politics. But make no mistake, Christine, politics are part of this. They are part of the entire story when you're talking about the Iran national team at this World Cup. In fact, the best Iranian player in the world, Sardar Azmoun, is not on the team specifically because he posted on social media pictures of himself with the ruler of Dubai, and the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps accused him of treason and said he was consorting with the enemy. He's not on the team here. So when we talk about politics in this game, they are, you can't disentangle them, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it certainly all plays a factor. This is the 4th consecutive World Cup that the Iranians have qualified for. Jeremy, thank you very much. Kevin?
Christine, we're following a developing story in college basketball. Michigan State head coach Tom Izzo has been at the school since 1983, but you'll be hard-pressed to find a time when he was more frustrated. The Hall of Famer called out the departures of President Kevin Guskowitz to Clemson and athletic director Jay Batt to Kentucky. They left in part because of numerous conflicts with the school's board of trustees. Now, Izzo called on the school's alumni to fix the issue. Listen to this.
Well, I'll be very honest with you, which I've always been. I can't stand what's going on, and I'm not going to over-talk about it now, but I am in the very near future. I've had it. This is self-inflicted. We just lost the best president who may have ever been here, maybe. One of the best. And there's other dominoes that get affected when things go wrong like that. I'm very upset about it, and I'm sick of it. I'm going to ask the alums to stand up, because what happened with our president is ridiculous. And he said it. We know the reasons, and I'm ashamed. I'm disgusted.
In a letter to the Michigan State community, Guskowitz said he was in an unsustainable situation with board members who criticized major initiatives that would have helped the athletic programs.
Coming up on SportsCenter, George Pickens showed up at camp after signing his franchise tender. Mina Kimes is showing up with us to talk a little Cowboys. Plus, the maneuvering for next week's NBA draft has already begun. Shams Charania tells us what Darren Peterson is up to.
Hey, kiddo, why don't you come out here and hit a few?
In a second, Dad.
Mookie needs our help.
I have a plan.
Slinky! Are you coming?
Come on, cowboy.
All right, Ken, you ready? Let's play ball.
No,
there's no way.
Disney and Pixar's Toy Story 5, rated PG.
You like it? Yeah.
Oh, hi. Work here. I've been trying this UKG thing. Now I understand how I can help you, your customers, and your business. That is not my fault.
For the big, small, short, tall. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Multitasking sure is tough, isn't it? Luckily, Geico makes it easy to manage all your policies in one place. Because we could all stand to do a bit less.
It feels good to juggle less. It feels good to Geico.
$90 calories, 2.6 carbs. The only lighter-than-light beer that's worthy of being called Corona. Welcome to the premier side of light.
Hey, I was here first.
Monopoly, I challenge ye to a duel.
I stop at nothing to win. Whee!
I said good day, sir.
Sorry, sir.
Excellent.
I'm Mr. Monopoly now. Eat my hat.
Give me that.
I hate fighting you because I hate touching your body. Play the new Simpsons event in Monopoly Go today.
James, Ok. Hello, Wendy. Plutôt goûte à la bikini?
Wendy's Minions and Monsters meal. Minions and Monsters. Only in theaters July 1st.
Samuel Adams was a patriot and a brewer. That's why I named my beer after him. He was committed to the idea of independence and freedom. As an independent brewer, I get to make beer to my taste, so we never have to compromise.
Walmart's 500 million items means that every day is a vacay, even if it's a staycay.
Wait, this is all Walmart. Who knew?
Are those my swim trunks?
Yes, Bob, they are.
Signature seasoning and buttery flavor in every twist. Dots, sensationally seasoned pretzels.
From research to real cures, NMDP is committed to now making dreams possible. NMDP.
Dear Savvy, who says you can't have it all? You've got the tech. You've got the drive. And now you've got Toyota value. Lease the tech-savvy Corolla with 0 down or the all-hybrid Camry with 0 down and first month's payment due at signing. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places. Some call it being neighborly. We call it uncompromising commitment. It's a Yuengling thing, brewing America's lager for nearly 200 years.
Sports Center, brought to you by Monopoly Go.
Welcome back. We've got a developing story in the NBA. Prospect Darren Peterson met with the Wizards, who have the #1 pick in the draft, but sources tell ESPN he will not meet with any other teams. AJ DeBonsa, on the other hand, met with Washington and Utah, which owns the 2nd pick. The draft is June 23rd. For more, let's bring in NBA insider Shams Charania. What more can you tell us about what this means for Peterson if the Wizards don't take him with the 1st pick?
Well, Christine, if the Wizards decide not to go with Darren Peterson, that means they are taking AJ DeBonsa at the #1 overall pick, and that would mean Darren Peterson then slides to #2 at the Utah Jazz. This wouldn't be the first time a team like the Jazz picks a player that they didn't have in for a visit. The news here isn't that Darren Peterson went and worked out for the Wizards and met with the Wizards last week in Washington, D.C. It's that the wrinkle, he is not working out with anyone else. He's not granting anyone else access besides the Washington Wizards. My understanding is teams in the lottery, like the Utah Jazz, believe that Darren Peterson is confident in his standing as the #1 overall pick. That's a little different. AJ DeBonsa worked out at 1 with the Wizards as well as #2 with the Utah Jazz. And so both players in this case feel like they are going #1. This creates a very interesting dynamic as we're just about a week from the NBA draft.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Peterson currently with -160 odds to be the 2nd pick in next week's draft. Okay, Shams, earlier today you broke the news that the Bulls are hiring former Blazers interim coach Tiago Splitter as their next head coach. What more can you tell us about why they chose him?
Christine, they really stole him away here today on an agreement on a multi-year deal from the Portland Trailblazers, where Tiago Splitter led the Blazers to the playoffs, a 42-40 record, after the FBI arrest and charges on federal gambling allegations to Chauncey Billups just 1 game into the season. And several key factors, not only his ability to manage that adverse situation, but player development. A player like Denny Avdia developing into an all-star under Tiago Splitter's watch, but also the fact that his direction and his vision for the organization aligned with their new head of basketball operations in Bryson Graham. This is someone that has thrived at the coaching ranks already. He's been coming up as a coach since 2018, and he's viewed as someone that is a player-friendly coach, but also someone that can command respect. Remember, Christine, he also played 7 NBA seasons. He was a championship player with the Spurs, spent a lot of time with Greg Popovich in that Spurs organization as well. So a very experienced hire, both coaching and player-wise, for the Bulls and Tiago Splitter.
Yeah, he also became the first coach to win a playoff game in his first season in Portland since Mike Dunleavy in 97-98. Shams, thank you.
Let's go to the ice, where the Hurricanes won their 2nd Stanley Cup with a 3-0 victory over the Golden Knights last night in Game 6. Head coach Rod Brind'Amour all in. He was a 35-year-old captain of the team that won it in 2006. This year's captain, Jordan Stahl, won playoff MVP at the age of 37. PK Subban on the champs.
You see Rod Brindamore and the way he carries himself. That has trickled down through this team over the past few years. This is not just a one-year thing. This has been a couple years, a couple cracks at it, and this is a well-oiled machine. They skated Vegas right out of the finals. It was a clinic that was put on the last 3 or 4 games. I think everybody, including Vegas, has to be shocked with this result. I'm not shocked at it watching it because Carolina was the better team.
Our boy just got done watching Michael, the Michael Jackson movie. PK with the outfit right there. You got something like that.
I have a jacket just like that.
Styling. Sportsbooks don't think it's just a one-year thing here either for Carolina. Hurricanes favored to win back-to-back Stanley Cups at DraftKings, just ahead of the Avalanche and Golden Knights. 8 teams currently with a 15-1 or better shot to do it. When SportsCenter returns, we're looking at the Knicks flipping a script of playoff futility that appeared to be written in stone. Not anymore. It was written in pencil. Plus, George Pickens showed up at camp after signing his franchise tender. Mina Kimes showing up with us to talk about the Cowboys and the other side, the defensive questions.
Calories, 2.6 carbs, the only lighter than light beer that's worthy of being called Corona. Welcome to the premier side of life.
Ring, make it, ring, girl, make it.
You again. Everybody's loving that Grubhub deal with Prime, huh?
Amazon Prime member, you can get $0 delivery fees on Grubhub. Go to Amazon.com/Grubhub, activate your free Grubhub Plus membership, and start ordering with $0 delivery fees on Grubhub. From top restaurants to your local faves. Eligible orders only. Terms and additional fees apply. Should we just start carpooling?
I can control the radio.
Never mind.
It's terrifying what happens when car warranties expire. As soon as they do, cars are quitting on the job. It's like they're possessed. Oh, stop. Hey, man, you got a little something there. And without protection, even simple repairs could cost you thousands. That's why there's Car Shield. Or don't get Car Shield and maybe get your car an exorcism instead. Someone should help her.
Car Shield. Protection when it counts. Introducing the new $10 Crispy Parm Pan from Pizza Hut. It's the original pan you love, taken to the next level. That crispy golden brown crust with a cheesy crunch. Try a $10 medium crispy parm pan for a limited time, only at Pizza Hut.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Bush's Baked Beans. Crack open a can of summer.
Pipi lasagna! Radmila Mikusa! Hello!
Oh. Get same-day Wi-Fi delivery from Xfinity. Now that's instant online magic. Plus, lock in your internet price for 5 years. Xfinity. Imagine that. And see Minions and Monsters only in theaters. Rated PG.
Pump up the volume. Go ahead. Crank the volume. We got you. USPS has increased daily package processing capacity by 46% in the past 5 years. And with USPS Ground Advantage, your packages stay in our secure network, dock to door, nationwide. For full visibility, near real-time tracking, affordable pricing, for peace of mind. USPS Ground Advantage.
Extreme weather moving into the area. Better stay inside.
Don't let what's happening outside affect how you feel inside. Pella windows are tested against extreme heat, cold, wind, and rain.
I think it fits.
Landon?
It doesn't fit.
New customers get $350 in bonus bets guaranteed when you bet $5 for 7 days.
Too much caffeine can throw you off your game. Next time, keep your energy right with Mojo Energy Pouches and get the dial control you need to help stay focused, on vibe, and in the flow. Mojo Energy by the pouch.
Hey, give me that. That's mine. Oh, hey, don't, Tim, hold on. Oh, Dad, turn it off. Got it.
What's dinosaur mode?
No.
Govee Smart Lights, unstoppable fun.
When business slowed, Hank asked Copilot in Excel how to help bring back the $1 slice. Suddenly, Hank says, you gotta try this place kind of thing.
All right, thank you.
Hank makes the pizza, Copilot handles.
Seeing Kevin back with you here on SportsCenter. A George Pickens sighting at Cowboys camp with mandatory sessions starting tomorrow. The receiver took his physical, not clear on how much he'll do on the field after signing the franchise tag and hearing that the team does not want to negotiate a long-term deal. NFL analyst Mina Kimes with us now. You know, Mina, offense wasn't the issue for the Cowboys last season. After what they've done this offseason, upgrading the defense through the draft and a new defensive coordinator in Christian Parker, where's your confidence in this unit going into the fall?
Well, Kevin, there's nowhere to go but up because this was one of the worst defenses, if not the worst, in the NFL last year. And because the offense is so good, and Pickens being there is certainly helpful in that regard, the defense just has to be average, and I think that's possible, in large part because of some of the additions you alluded to. Up front, adding to the pass rush, very strong on the interior with Rashawn Gary and Malachi
when
Lawrence.
facing elimination, they love to play with their backs against the wall. And in our second elimination game of this Men's College World Series, Texas obliterated Alabama 14-2 as Adrian Rodriguez hit for the cycle for just the third time in the history of the College World Series. His second inning hit was changed to a triple later in the seventh inning to complete that cycle as we get ready for our second game of the day. Texas will await the winner, or the loser, excuse me, of the one coming up here next between Georgia and Oklahoma right here on ESPN. A reminder, this is a double elimination tournament. You have to lose twice, and that is when you head home. All right, let's talk about this Texas-Alabama game that wrapped up earlier today, Runes. What stood out to you about the way Texas was able to get it done?
Well, they look like they were mad about what Joey. Adrian Rodriguez is hotter than the surface of the sun right now.
What is going on the right side of the bracket? The SEC has dominated the SEC. 30-3 in 3 games over there. Texas dominated Alabama today. Alabama was who we thought they were. The offense wasn't great. The pitching staff was their identity, but they didn't show up here in Omaha.
What do you think this does for Texas now moving forward as they await who they play next?
Yeah, they're ready to go, right? Like, it was disappointing how they played against Georgia. I thought Dylan Volantis did a lot to just keep them around in that game. Ultimately, Georgia was the better team that night, but Texas has the pedigree. Jim Schlossnagle's been here 8 times. They're very capable of working their way through the losers bracket.
Yeah, and Rune said it the other night. That wasn't who Texas is. They cleaned up the defense. The offense showed up. Anthony Pack in the middle of that order. I really love that kid. Only a freshman. So, I mean, they're playing like they're capable now.
I have a feeling they'll be posted up somewhere watching our next one, which we've talked about it all week long. Baseball is a family affair. That is especially true for the Branch brothers.
The Oklahoma Sooners head to Atlanta.
Right when they announced it, I was like, well, we're close to Athens. Have our whole family there. It's really special. They were pumped. It was right next to each other. I got to spend a day with Kyle. The whole family got to see Tech and OU play.
2 brothers on the field, one at Georgia, one at Oklahoma.
We met up with each other last year at Foley Field. Getting to do it on the big stage is just surreal.
This is the 3rd instance where brothers have represented different teams in the same Men's College World Series. Brothers, though, have never played for opposing teams in the same game. It's happened twice before, but 2 teams who met and one brother didn't play, 2 teams who didn't play each other on either side of the bracket. But Colby and Kyle will square off tonight in this one on the biggest stage in college baseball. We sent our Jack DeLongchamp out to track down one of the brothers. He caught up with Kyle pregame.
Kyle, an incredible freshman year last season, but for you in year 2, what made this group so different to get to Omaha?
I think the camaraderie that we've built, especially the last couple weeks and postseason, it's just been so special. You got a lot of guys that knew each other before, and the returners, the thick returning group that we had coming back, just kind of really helped these guys bond together quickly. So it's been awesome.
The elephant in the room that's not so hidden, you get to play against your brother in Omaha for you and your family. How do you anticipate how magical a night this will be?
I mean, to do it in Charles Schwab, in Omaha on the biggest stage, it's going to mean the world. No matter what happens, we're both proud of each other. We know our parents are proud, so we're just going to go out and take it one pitch at a time and see what happens.
Who won the wiffle ball games in the backyard?
He did have the upper hand on the bump. I mean, he had a good sinker. Those blitz balls, they run, man. But I got a hold of some, so I still got that on him.
Kyle, best luck tonight, man.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Wiffle ball sinker sounds absolutely diabolical, as we now need to check in with Colby Branch, who's mic'd up with us on the field. Colby, thanks so much for joining us. I don't know if you heard that Kyle was giving you props when it came to the wiffle ball game. What was the last interaction you guys had before this one?
Yeah, I mean, we talked. We had dinner last night. We've been actually hanging out in Omaha a lot. It's been pretty fun.
Colby, you've been around a while there in the Georgia program. How satisfying is it for you now to be playing here in Omaha?
You know, it's a dream come true. It's what I've been looking for all year, and this is the squad to do it, and we feel really good about where we're at.
Hey, Colby, you and Trey Phelps are two of the leaders of this team. Your styles are quite a bit different. Has there ever been any drip that you've seen on Trey Phelps that you're thinking, hey, that would look good on me too?
You know, not once, honestly. We are complete opposites, and I think that's what makes us so close and have that good chemistry together.
Yeah, Colby, you mentioned that great chemistry, and you can see that across this entire team. Every post-game interview, pre-game interview, when we watch you guys, where does that come from for this group, and how has that helped here on this stage?
Yeah, I mean, this group of guys is special. Bunch of camaraderie. You know, everybody loves each other. Everybody's friendly with each other. We love each other, man.
And how about Wes Johnson? 3 years there, 40 wins all 3 years. What's it like playing for him?
Man, he is an unbelievable coach. He's been good for the mental, you know. Everybody improves their mental game when they come to Georgia. He loves teaching them belief, confidence, and that's what we take on the field every day.
Colby, you're a true athlete, running around doing this interview. It's hot and it's windy. Best of luck tonight.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Appreciate y'all.
Great stuff from Colby Branch. 29 minutes away from first pitch right here on ESPN between Georgia and Oklahoma. The NCAA Men's College World Series studio is built by the Home Depot, official home improvement partner of the Men's College World Series.
Michelin innovates on the road and far beyond, with airless tires designed for exploring new frontiers. Michelin, motion for life.
You've always been ahead of the game. Excellence is your default, and Lexus knows that feeling is unmatched. Their standard isn't for the average, it's for those who set the bar and elevate it. So as you redefine what's possible, Lexus refines what you deserve. Because a car that doesn't make you feel something is a car that stops short of amazing.
Everyone's loving my idea to add stuffed crust to our best deal ever for the same price.
Oh, it's crazy.
Financially irresponsible.
Well, not everyone.
Get any toppings on any pizza, now including stuffed crust for just $9.99.
Minnows.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. Tremfya can help with remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and 2 years. Some had visible repair of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Break away with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Hey, you just earned 5% cash back on that. He's a real heartbreaker. You just earned 5% cash back on that.
And this is from the woman over there.
You just earned 5% cash back on that. Also, if I start a conga line, will you join?
Earn 5% cash back at different categories each quarter on up to $1,500 in purchases when you activate.
Today, business happens virtually everywhere. That's why you need Supermobile from T-Mobile. The best plan on the best network. A first-of-its-kind plan that lets you run your business from your phone like never before. In moments of high demand, T-Mobile's network adapts to put your business connection first. All backed by America's largest satellite network.
Supermobile, the best business plan on the best network.
You won't believe where I am.
Behold the DQ $7 meal deal, built to satisfy. Full-sized foods that really fill you up. Upgrade to a small blizzard for just $2, like the limited-time drumstick with peanuts. DQ, happy tastes good.
What sounds more urgent to you? We are stranded, or help, arm wedged in boulder, exclamation.
Tom, please eat this. You're indecisive when you're hungry.
Phone died. I hit send though, I think.
The future is happening now on ABC and ESPN. One of the most talented classes in history gives every team a chance at a star. Collegiate dominance mixed with unreal upside. This draft has everything.
This is one of the best and deepest drafts we've seen in recent years.
Who will change the league forever?
With the first pick
at the NBA Draft, a 2-day event on ESPN and ABC.
Welcome back to the NCAA Men's College World Series studio, built by the Home Depot.
You got to win baseball games. You got to score runs. We've got sour power going right now. We've got sour strips.
Or sour power, what is this?
We started at Mississippi State when we hit a home run off their Saturday guy.
Here's O'Shaughnessy, rips that ball deep in the right field and hit well. At the wall and gone.
Turns to like kind of a really big part of what we got going on here. A little incentive for scoring. You get some sour power.
Well, perhaps the sourest of all the Georgia Bulldogs, which is a compliment, to be clear. Daniel Jackson, who led the SEC in batting average, home runs, and ribbies this season. He was SEC Player of the Year, that Triple Crown winner, entered this tournament with 31 home runs. They'll look for that bat to stay just as hot again tonight. Jack caught up with head coach Wes Johnson.
Coach, a Swiss Army knife on the mound for you this evening, Caden Aoki. Tell college baseball fans what they're in store for this evening.
Well, you're going to see a guy, who's like probably our version of Greg Maddux. Any pitch, any count, any time, really can execute the fastball. He's got a really nice two-seamer that he can start off the plate and run it back, run it in, front hip guys. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch tonight.
You guys, these personalities, they seem to thrive in this environment. What's so different about this group?
Yeah, I just let them be who they are. They're enjoying playing this game. They've got the Little League mentality. It's like I talk to them all the time. Hey, man, you're still 12. Like, you should be excited. They got a bullpen, right? Like, enjoy the moment. Enjoy the game. Be who you are. This will be something you'll never forget.
Really appreciate it. Best of luck tonight, Coach.
Thanks, and go Dogs.
We said it in the first day. Everything that you do, there better not be one shadow of doubt. Our edge is what's got us here. There can be no doubt in anything that you do.
Look out, Omaha, here comes Troy.
When we're in the competitive arena, you have the highest level of belief, you have the highest level of confidence, you're the highest level of teammate. If they stay who they are, then they will put themselves in the best position to win.
Well, we said it yesterday. Troy may have become America's team here in the college baseball postseason as we take a look at head coach Skylar Meade. He's in his 5th season as Troy's head coach from Louisville, Kentucky. He threw here at the Men's College World Series back in 2007. And how about this? Troy scored 12 runs yesterday against Ole Miss. That was the most by a team facing elimination in their first trip to Omaha since Louisville beat Mississippi State 12-4 back in 2007, a team that Coach Meade was a pitcher on. Coach joins us now. Thank you so much for joining us up here, Skylar. What do you remember about that trip, and how is it compared to this trip with your Trojans?
Well, first off, thanks for having me on. I do remember that game because I was throwing 82-mile-an-hour pellets against Mississippi State, as they so kindly show. There it is. Look at that fuel. That is an absolute shed. Yeah, it's not good in this day and age. Our guys are really confused about that 79-mile-an-hour fastball there. Not great. But I was filling out the pants. I was a $193 there, which was big time. So it's way better as a coach. At least maybe it's recent memory bias, but this thing has evolved so much, and we are absolutely enjoying our experience with the mindset, as you've heard me say many times, we got more work to do tomorrow.
Skylar, first I want to publicly apologize to you. On squeeze play, I popped off saying that left-handed pitchers aren't athletic enough to coach third base. I was wrong. Next thing I know, you're scaling your outfield fence like Spider-Man after the Super Regional was clinched. In all seriousness, though, what was that experience like? That weekend in Troy, Super Regional weekend, hosting a Super looked magical.
Well, first off, for America, I am glad that we have now reconnected and we're back to neutral. So I appreciate it. The slander was tough to take, but I can also retrieve, constructive criticism. What an experience of a lifetime for Troy, the community, the university, and our players. Everybody showed up and showed out. We did our job on the field, and I would venture to say, at least at this point, it's probably one of the better days for these guys that they've ever experienced. Hopefully it's something that really continues to catapult us forward as a program.
You guys preach genuine authenticity. Is that something that you go out and recruit, or is that something that you guys are able to cultivate day in and day out?
I do think it's a little bit of a combo, because in this age of recruiting, you don't totally know. None of us can crystal ball it, right? Like, we can't totally be aware of every single aspect, but we certainly are genuine with our guys. I mean, that's no secret. But we have good kids. We don't have issues. The things that I deal with, or that I think as quote-unquote head coach that I run into, are incredibly minimalized in nature.
You said a $193 when you pitched. I joke with you about it because you look like maybe 205, 210 now. Can you tell the people the pregame routine? Because I don't know many coaches that are shagging fly balls and diving quite like you.
I have toned it down now. I just do it a little bit more bare hand. Well, I know this, coach and third thing, that's where I get a lot of my reps now. I know people probably think that I'm like receiving special messages on my watch. I'm just checking step count during the game, seeing what kind of numbers we can get to. But yeah, listen, it's like Wes was saying on the previous clip. It's a kid's game, and if you can't have fun doing this, then you got a real problem.
You have a lot of really fun kids on your roster. We got to talk to Blake Cavell a couple of times this week. You talk about somebody that we just want to hand a microphone to and let him say whatever. He falls into the dugout yesterday. Josh Pine is in danger of being locked in the bathroom during home runs, and your pitcher's like, yeah, I wanted to end the game because I had to pee. How would you describe this group?
Well, I think they're a beautiful mess, most certainly. I don't know if you want to put a mic in front of Blake too much. It could be something. The thing about Blake that I think everyone's realizing, he's that way at practice every day since he's been a Trojan. This is no act, no shtick that he's putting on. And we ask our guys, as Jack said, to be genuine, because I think when you're not worried about putting on an act, you're going to be the best version of yourself as a baseball player.
Skylar, your team's got a bunch of seniors that are really important, but your sophomore catcher, Jimmy Janicki, this is a special star caliber player. Tell us about what makes him the player that he is.
Yeah, we'll keep him around. He'll be on scholarship next year. Listen, it's just an amazing kid. The baseball part, everybody can see. He's 6'4", 228. He's one of our top 4 fastest runners. He hits the ball really hard. He plays the premier position, but he could also go play third, right, left. Heck, he could go play center field. Maybe we'll test it out tomorrow. I don't know. But he is just a unique kid. He's got a great family. And because of that, I think that he's able to handle all of this. He's been his best as we've continued to go, and that's not easy for guys to do. When you get thrust into stardom at the level that he is right now, you can have an ego and you can get a little bit bravado-ish, and the only problem he's had this week, somehow his laundry got lost, so he's wearing a different shirt than everybody. So he's wearing a black shirt whenever he's wearing Cardinal at practice, so we get to ride on him a little bit with that, but he's just a special kid, and I think he's going to go down when in the book's written one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Troy athlete of all time. No offense to Marcus Ware, he's not there yet.
Hey, we joked about you coaching third base, right? But all jokes aside, your offense is averaging 10 runs a game right now. What clicked? What was the light bulb moment for that group?
I mean, I think certainly it was me going to third base with that hat. That was a huge part of it. No, look, what we do in preparation and whatnot, and I've talked about what Coach Ben does, Coach Walgamon, if we're going to be professional about it. There's not a lot of professional to Coach Ben, but we're going to say it on here. Him and Coach Feynman, with the data that they're able to present to our guys. And I mentioned this yesterday, what's so impressive about our players, they can take information, and we don't information overload them, but they can process it really well. So, if there's a pitcher that we're facing and Ben's giving them, 1 or 2 bullet points, they are so good about putting into immediate success, which is very, very good trait to have as a baseball player.
Coach, it's been so fun to watch this group. We can't wait to watch you come back out here tomorrow. We appreciate you spending some time here with us.
Absolutely. I appreciate you having me on. I'm glad me and Rooney are good, and I'm glad you got to see our bromance on here. We did not hold hands on set.
It wasn't too late. I'm glad we got that in.
We won't get crushed on, X too much, at least for the time being.
And Troy, if I cut my hair, it might be because of him, too.
Yeah, I did show him videos of you getting your makeup done, but, that's a story for another day. Troy head coach Skylar Meade, as we continue to count you down to first pitch between Oklahoma and Georgia, just over 15 minutes away.
Oklahoma, where the winds come sweeping down the plains, rolling into Omaha, a crown jewel of the Great Plains. OU won it all in 1951 and 1994. Now, the Sooners hope that schooner can come sweeping down those plains and into a dogpile for the third time.
When you think about what Oklahoma has done so far here in this tournament, going back to June 1st, they went to Atlanta and defeated Georgia Tech, one of the favorites out of the ACC. Then they hit the road again. They went to Lawrence, Kansas, and got a win over another national seed in the Kansas Jayhawks. Then on Saturday, they continued as one of the hottest teams in the field, if not the hottest team in the field, on the back of Cord Rager, and another great performance by this Oklahoma offense, defeating number 7 Alabama. But you saw Dayton LaChance there, a little bit gimpy. That happened early in this game, kind of nicked it up on second base. It didn't stop him, though. He came back later in the game, and he sent a bomb out of the ballpark. We were wondering what his status would be tonight, coming into this one, knowing that he typically suits up at the catcher position for Skip Johnson. We did receive the lineup, and Dayton LaChance will be behind home plate, catching tonight for the Oklahoma Sooners. Taking a look at him warming up there, Jack, you and I were talking about this just as guys who might be a little bit nicked up before a game go through warm-ups. What are some of the things that you think he's doing out there right now?
I think the big piece is going to be blocking, right? We know that he's going to catch off that one knee. He's such an incredible receiver, big-time arm behind the plate. Clearly yesterday didn't bother the swing. To me, it's going to be extending off that left leg and being able to keep baseballs in that halo. Will he be able to move? And does Georgia, who leads the country in home runs, do they maybe try to force him out the chute? Do they potentially bunt and kind of test that left ankle?
Dayton LaChance is a Canadian who's massive, who played Texas junior college baseball. The toughness is in high supply right there. There's no question he's catching. And just remarkable, no home runs for the first half of the season, and now we're leaving the yard left and right.
Yeah, Dayton LaChance was going to catch today. He's got a freshman on the mound, so even with one leg, he'd be back there. 12 home runs since May 1st. That's best in the country for Dayton LaChance.
Yeah, you mentioned Xander Mercurius on the mound for Oklahoma. On the other side, it'll be Caden Aoki for the Georgia Bulldogs. They're off to a 6-0 start in this year's NCAA tournament. It's the best postseason start in program history. Runes, what do you think they take from their first win the other night and bring into today?
Well, I think, you're through the nerves of this venue and those types of things. And I think when I look at Georgia, Aoki is unique because it's so much pitchability over power. His secondaries are incredible, but this Georgia roster top to bottom might be the best in the field.
Yeah, I saw him against Mississippi State last week. It's a true 5-pitch mix, and he can mix and match and get you to chase out of the zone. He started the season out as a reliever, but now as a starter, he's got the pedigree to handle this environment.
If you watch Caden Aoki, he's blowing 90, 91 by guys, which means that as a hitter, you're looking off speed. He throws fastball. You look fastball, he's throwing off speed. So like Rune said, pitchability's off the charts. He thinks along with the hitters, keeps them off balance, and that's what makes him so good.
Georgia head coach Wes Johnson gave him the nickname Doc when asked why. He said because he's so precise, and doctors are usually pretty precise at what they do. Pretty good for a pitcher at the Men's College World Series to be described as precise. The Bulldogs looking to win their first 2 Men's College World Series games for the 3rd time. Every time they've done it before, they've advanced to the championship.
Whatever the moment, make it a cocktail. On the Rocks, bartender created cocktails.
Carlos, Total Wireless here. We want to do an ad with you.
Me? Why?
Because you're streaming 3 games at the same time.
La Quiniela. Good thing I have Total Wireless.
If anyone puts Total to the test, that's you. Real life needs real unlimited. Unlimited premium 5G and a Samsung Galaxy phone on us. Total Wireless.
Popeye's $6 Big Box is back, y'all. Big news packed with bold Louisiana flavor. It's that juicy, crunchy, marinated chicken you love with 2 regular sides and a biscuit for only $6.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Today's the day.
Today's the day.
The day I landed home. You know, home.
Join the mission and help us tell men and women with high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes about the UACR urine test. It can help detect kidney damage early and related heart risk. Learn more at detectthesos.com.
Optimal poop in 10 days. New IMS Proactive 5 for healthy digestion.
With built-in intelligence, your battery saves power and updates are automatic. So even if work interrupts you, your Dell Pro won't.
When you need longer-lasting body pain relief, try Aleve. Just 1 dose of Aleve provides pain relief for up to 12 hours from all types of body pain. Aleve, longer-lasting body pain relief.
Michelin innovates on the road and far beyond by manufacturing prosthetic leg belts that allow for greater flexibility of movement. Michelin, motion for life.
That's it. We're switching teams.
You can't just switch.
I mean, we just switched to Verizon. Got a new iPhone 17 on them.
Celebrate your dads and grads. Get iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch all on us. Offer ends June 17th.
Thanks.
Hey, you're not packing your toys for the Super Bowl?
Nah, they gotta hold down the fort while we're in LA.
Like Toy Story?
Toy Story.
The whole company's going. Let's roll.
Let's go! We're never gonna make it! It would take some kind of unbelievable Super Bowl Hail Mary! That's not funny, Eli!
To Super Bowl 61 and beyond!
They can't all be good days, but we're here for all of them.
There's so much data. We'll be building models all night.
Nope. I'm using Satisfy to build models and make decisions. We're done.
So you don't want these 15 pizzas?
Nobody said that.
The pizzas stay. This is their home now.
From data to ta-da, Satisfy.
Not bad. You guys see this?
Controls the ball! Cuts on with left! And it's gonna be...
DoorDash.
The The NCAA Men's College World Series studio is built by the Home Depot, official home improvement partner of the Men's College World Series. 7.5 minutes away from first pitch over on ESPN. Georgia versus Oklahoma in the winner's bracket. Runes, final thoughts on this matchup? What could tip the scales for these two teams?
I mean, Oklahoma feels invincible right now, but this Georgia team's so explosive and powerful, they got to stay close.
I think for Oklahoma, they need to strike first. It feels like Georgia's just been suffocating throughout this entire tournament.
Oklahoma has a freshman on the mound. How's his heartbeat in this environment?
It is always easier to make it to the Champ Series if you stay in the winner's bracket. The loser of this game will have to face the Texas Longhorns, who got a huge win over Alabama earlier in the day. It is going to be a fun one. Flip over to ESPN for first pitch between these two and enjoy the game.
Every era has its frontier. A line between what is and what's next. We've played the game, built the legends, carried the weight. But this is different. This is where the game leaves the ground. No limits, no ceiling. No looking back. This isn't the next season. This is the next frontier.
Welcome, everyone, to the 2026 NCAA Men's College World Series. North Carolina, it is a Monday night dance party. They are trying to get into this one as they anticipate what should be a terrific and high-scoring affair between Georgia and Oklahoma. Georgia has been on a heater all season long. They have bashed their way to 175 homers, a regular season and conference title, and the Sooners have just recently announced their presence with authority in the tournament, scoring almost 9 runs a game. Our bracket looks like this. Texas, they got a cycle from Adrian Rodriguez, who was outstanding as they won their game 14-2 today. He also had 7 runs batted in. So the Longhorns all rolling. We welcome you inside our booth, soon to be joined by Chris Button down on the field. And Scott Klein is our rules expert. He is here as well. Let's start with Georgia. And yes, they have bashed, and there's been one guy who has shined brighter than all of them, and that is Daniel Jackson.
Yeah, it's a historic offense, having a historic season led by a player having one of the great seasons in college baseball history. They are third all-time in home runs. Daniel Jackson is your favorite to win the Golden Spikes Award. The two teams that have hit more home runs than Georgia both won the national championship. They're trying to do the same thing.
Yes, they are. Oklahoma all of a sudden kind of looks like a national championship team, at least the way they've been playing here lately. What's going on?
They're offensive. I mean, this is different than Oklahoma has looked the entire year. Dayton LaChance didn't have a home run through the first half of the season. He's got 16 now. He had another one, game 1 for Oklahoma in this College World Series. Turned his ankle. Now you don't have to run very far if you hit it that bad. LaChance made his way around this Oklahoma team. It's 19 home runs in their 8 postseason games, 84 total for the year. The offensive changed. They went and knocked Georgia Tech off 2 straight days in Atlanta, and now they're 1-0 in the College World Series.
This is a unique situation. The Mercurius brothers, Xavier and LJ, trying to slow down the biting and bashing of the Bulldogs. But they're not the only pair of brothers on the field. The Branchers are here as well with the first pitch coming up.
Thought they were cooling off on the sidelines? Well, they're just getting warmed up.
Surprise, DirecTV got hot.
Hey, you know, I played in high school.
Really?
Well, I went to high school. I didn't go to high school.
Anyway, it's never been easier to keep up with your favorite sports on live TV and streaming apps.
So hot.
Wait, there's no ice in yours.
Why would I ruin a perfectly good bath?
Most snacks are just air, but not Planters nuts. Our peanuts have 7 grams of protein per serving and flavor that really hits. Now that's a snack with substance. Planters nuts. There's a lot in a little peanut.
What's this? Travel prices are out of control. Get me the
Priceline new negotiator.
No one deals more deals than Priceline.
Yes, no, Panera has a new thing called a salad stuffer. It's amazing. It's like salad stuffed in a soft Italian roll. No, it's like stuffed in the roll. Hey. New salad stuffers, only at Panera.
What causes a curve down there?
Is it Peyronie's disease?
Is there somebody I can talk to for help?
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that.
You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease?
There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at GoGetSomebody.com.
We're all guilty of the old one-trip wonder.
You got this.
You all right there?
Yep.
And while bundling groceries can be quite the handful, bundling with Geico is a breeze.
Should we?
Probably. Plus, you can save hundreds when you combine your home and car insurance. Oh dear. Need a hand?
It feels good to bundle better. It feels good to Geico.
With SafeLight, you can get that fixed now and pay later.
Fix now, pay later?
SafeLight offers flexible payment options and anywhere mobile service, so you can get it fixed here, or here, and pay later. Go to SafeLight.com today.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
Welcome back to the Men's College World Series. We could see something tonight that we've only seen one other time in the history of this event, and that is two brothers pitching in the same game for the same team. The Mercurius brothers. We'll see the freshman Xander start on the mound today, and we could see LJ, the older brother by 2 years, coming out of the pen. But the two of them ending up on the same team was never really part of the plan. Xander had already committed to the Sooners. LJ was looking to transfer from UNLV. He called up little bro and said, "Hey, can I come?"
Earlier in life, he didn't really want to be on the same team as me because he didn't want to be LJ's brother.
Just being LJ's little brother, just happy to be there, to be honest.
I called him and was like, "Do you want me to come? I'll make my choice based off of you." He was like, I think I'm ready. We can play together, like it'll be fun.
Let's go. Come on, man. It's the greatest show on dirt, and I get to do it with my brother right next to me and just with a team that's ready to win.
Not only they might pitch in the same game, we might see Xander hand off the ball to LJ later on. They're not the only brothers that will be playing in this game, except these two, the Branch brothers, Colby and Kyle, will be playing against each other. Mom and dad and their family in the house today wearing the split jerseys.
You got to kind of go that way, don't you? What a unique experience for all of those brothers that are on the field tonight. Colby Branch will be at shortstop. And then on the other side, second base for Kyle Branch. We take a look at the Bulldogs batting order. It's brought to you by Capital One. And there are a lot of numbers that you can look at to put into some context just how good this Georgia Bulldog offense is. We will do that. But in a year in which Jackson has dominated, Lujo gets highlighted.
Yeah, Rylan Lujo has been on a heater in the postseason. How about over a third of his homers he's hit since tournament play began. Number 2 in the SEC in batting, and had a big game 1 with a homer and a double.
All right, freshman, let's see what you got. Xander Mercurius, the freshman from Vegas, has not been in this role very often. Just his 4th start of the season. It's come in his last 4 appearances. It's a good fastball. Mid-90s. He's going to try to live top of the zone. Couple different breakables, couple different changeups. But a kid that enters tonight without a collegiate win. This would be a pretty good place to get your first one.
It would be. What a challenge he faces. And you take a look at the two veteran coaches. On one side, Skip Johnson, his 9th season as Oklahoma head coach, but he's been at this for a long, long time. He really does like the way his team is currently playing. And on the other side, another guy named Johnson, not related, and that is Wes Johnson. And he's got a team that is, yes, built on home runs. We've seen so many of those, 175 this season. But also guys that he hopes would get on base before they launch the home runs. They are making their first College World Series appearance since 2008 with 52 wins this year, which matches the most they've had in a single season. And that was in 1990 when they ended up winning it all. Got a good look at Trey Phelps. He is going to stride to the plate. He is the leadoff hitter for these Georgia Bulldogs. The third baseman, famously ejected from a game. He missed a game, and that's when Mike O'Shaughnessy came in for him, and he blasted 2 homers, so O'Shaughnessy will hit cleanup tonight. We're set to go. Temperatures in the 70s, wind blowing out to left, and that first one is sky high. Towards second base, Kyle Branch will give way to Harris in right field, and he's there to make the play. Deshaun Harris comes in. There's one pitch. There's one down. And for a freshman against Georgia, that has to be a settling moment.
Yeah, one pitch, one out always feels good right there. Starts with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and that's that four-seamer. It's got pretty good carry. And we talked to Skip Johnson about the freshman in this environment. He didn't seem too worried. Said the mindset fits what he thinks will be needed today.
So you're tuning in, and you arguably are looking at the best player in college baseball right here in Daniel Jackson, who looks at one right at the letters for a strike at 94. Eye-popping numbers for the junior out of Sandy Springs, Georgia, who stands 6'2", 31-86 with a 1304 OPS and a whole bunch of stolen bases. Still could end with a 30-30 season if he can get on and get around.
Yeah, pretty incredible. Starting to stack up the postseason awards, much deserved. Just we talked about in the open, a season that very few players have ever been able to stack up against what he's done this year. Certainly not many catchers.
He hits them out and to all parts of the ballpark. 1-1, and boy, he kind of locked up there on an off-speed slider at 87. It's 1-2. Challenge early for the hitters. You can see that shadow, so the ball will go from white to dark real quick. Will not go up there. KP, it's a pitching rotation that was in flux until really recently for Oklahoma.
Yeah, Corey Rager's the one that they really believed in, and he was essentially a weekend guy the entire season. And now they've got freshman here in this College World Series. Rager, the freshman, was great in his opener.
2-2, and that's fouled at the plate. So the numbers don't jump off the page. 0-2, 582 against Kansas in the Super. Pitched 3 innings on Sunday night. Then they had this disastrous rain thing. He came back and pitched on Monday through an inning. It really helped out the Sooners. And he deals with Jackson on a 2-2. Yes! Oh, called strike 3 with a changeup, and it froze him.
He went back-to-back right-on-right changes right there. First was fouled off by Daniel Jackson. The last one, I think maybe he saw fastball, thought it was going to be elevated. You know that the offensive approach for Georgia is going to be push everything down. They want to force the ball down, so that is the one. Steals the top of the zone with the changeup right there and gets called by no play by Kevin Sweeney.
If there were any nerves, Xavier Mercurius, Xander was not going to show any of them. As he said, I'm not scared of nobody. I'm not the tallest guy out there, but I can go out there and do what I do, trust the stuff, and know I'm pretty good. He said, I'm ready for this. And to strike out Daniel Jackson that way is another feather in his cap. 1-0 to Lujo. And that one is down. Out of play behind us, and the count will go 2-1.
It's been impressive here early. He's obviously, the fastball has been 94 to 96, but he's changing speeds, he's changing looks, and this is what you have to do to beat this Georgia lineup. You have to be multiple. If you get caught in a silo, they can put a crooked number on you in a heartbeat. So you got to keep them guessing. You got to change speeds and change parts of the strike zone, and he's showing all those things here early in the ball game.
His brother LJ out there and watching, hoping that his brother can get things done here on the first inning. Put a 0 up on a 2-1. That ball is out of play. Another one, he pulls the string, but he is dotting the strike zone.
This whole season, Mercurius, threw 32 changeups to right-handed hitters. The whole year, he's thrown 3 in the first inning. See that there may be a little bit different approach against this Georgia offense today.
Change the game plan up. Sun will again be a factor out there in left for Brendan Brock. That one is bounced up there to go full 3-2.
Oklahoma playing very deep in the outfield to start this ball game. Wind blowing kind of out to left field, and all their outfielders are playing what I would consider to be almost no doubles.
Georgia disposed of Texas 7-1 in their first game. Texas got back today, put 14 on the board. Here we go on a 3-2 to the red-hot Ryan Luho, and he laces one at the shortstop, and Jackson Willits is there. Heck of an inning for Xander Mercurius. He gets through Phelps, Jackson, and Luho, and here come the Sooners when we come back.
Why is La Roche-Posay recommended by dermatologists worldwide? Highly effective skin care. La Roche-Posay Face Moisturizer. More than just a moisturizer. Helps repair skin barrier in just 1 hour. 48-hour hydration. La Roche-Posay.
What dream have you quietly kept alive?
I went travel around the world just to see what I could accomplish during that time.
Like, I just make playlists for no reason.
Mine's music. Like, I've got hundreds of songs. None of them seem to like day. I think just remembering to do what you love.
Kevin Hart here to tell you all about Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. Hey guys, I kind of feel like you're chopping off my head a little bit. It's spicy, balanced with a sweet and tangy citrus touch.
New jalapeno citrus salsa, the sauce with more main character energy than Kevin Hart.
This ain't your granny sweet tea. It's Sprite Plus tea. It's better than tea. It has Sprite and tea flavors.
Who you out there talking to, baby? And what did you do to my good picture?
Sprite Plus tea. Obey your thirst.
Be confident, be aggressive, and do whatever it takes to win.
We came a long way. We're really playing like we want to play as long as we can together.
And they are hot. They have come a long way, and they've come very quickly here towards this beginning and now middle and end of the NCAA tournament. We're in the College World Series double elimination. We take a look at the Sooners batting order. It's brought to you by Capital One.
Well, it's an offense that's playing as well as anybody here left at the College World Series, and they are led by their backstop, Dayton LaChance, the most homers in the sport since May 1st. He is a presence in the 3-hole, but make no mistake about it, this team's playing with a bunch of confidence top to bottom.
It's interesting, KP, during our morning meeting, you look at the lineup, and Wes Johnson said we have Aoki on the mound because they have a lot of guys that hit a lot, but they have some guys that miss some things that Aoki offers.
Well, what they have, this is like it's like a throwback right-hander. Guys you don't see nearly as much. Caden Aoki's going to throw about 90 miles an hour. It may not be much more than that, if any, with the fastball, but it's two different breaking balls. It's a changeup. It's the ability to throw anything in any count. Key to that, ball's got to be down. He's a very different guy if the ball is up as opposed to down. He wants to use the bottom of the zone, and if he has the ability to do that and change speeds, that's when Aoki can stay out there a while.
So if the numbers dictate anything, as Jason Walk steps up as the leadoff hitter. Against a curveball, he hits 167. Against a sinker, he hits 438. You'd think you'd see some curveballs. So what do you see right out of the gate?
Starting with a sinker. Here we go. I think you may see a few of the number 2s as well.
Walk 270 stepping in. It's an offense that has hit 84 homers. So there's a lot of different ways to win ball games. You got a team that's got 175 and this one with 84. That one is pulled foul.
Yes, but in the postseason.
Yes, they've gone long.
Yeah, Oklahoma looks more like Georgia than they do the Oklahoma team we saw in the regular season.
Walk's got 4 of them, and the outfield, especially Rylan Luho in center field, very shallow out there. Chased one there. That's a filthy pitch. We go 1-2. There are some of the numbers, but the last 8 games show just how close they are. I mean, one more run for Georgia. They have a bunch more homers, but it's not nearly the disparity you saw during the entire season. On a 1-2, there's the curveball, and he will not offer. They call him Doc, partly because of his arsenal, his precision. Transfer out of USC, and amongst the all-time leaders this season in strikeouts. 2-2. That ball was high, and that ball smoked to right center. Black's going back. It's still going. Rings off the wall. Fielded by Luho. And a leadoff double for Walk on a pitch that was up. 9th double of the year, and a great start for Oklahoma.
Well, KP, you hit it in the open. When he misses up, he gets hammered. And this is exactly what happened here. A split finger up in the zone. You see that thing just hanging at the top of the zone. Yeah, that kick changeup. And Walk just hammers it on a night where the ball will jump. He gets something up in the zone, takes advantage of it, almost ran it out of here, y'all. And Oklahoma rolling here earlier.
What a start. Mercurius on the mound, and now Walk. And that sets up Camden Johnson, the third baseman, at 3:08. He squares, and it's fouled straight back. Sooners with 16, I should say, sacrifice hits. Johnson is among the leaders on the team with 4 out of a 2-hole. Walk has stolen 16 bases. Good speed out there at second. We'll try again. Boy, you couldn't do it there. And go to third base without a throw is Walk. The question is here, did he get hit by the pitch or did he offer at it? They said hit by the pitch. We're going to send Walk back to second. But it's first and second after Aoki's curveball hit Camden Johnson.
Wait, he did hang in there a long time thinking about bunting this pitch. It does look like he pulls it back late and it clips, looks like it clips his back forearm on the way past him. He pulled that bat back very late.
Well, and credit Kevin Swinney behind home plate. He pointed out to the third base umpire Rick Allen at first as did he go.
Yeah.
He knew that it hit him, but if he had offered at it, whether it hit him or not didn't matter.
Just the opportunity they wanted. First inning, nobody out. Dayton LaChance, the catcher, homering on one leg last time up, and Aoki paints on the corner for a strike. He's a big kid out of Canada, 6'5", 231 pounds, 16 homers, and again the wind blowing from right to left. Big time opportunity for Oklahoma. Aoki fires and throws it into center field. Walk and Johnson both advance. Looked like he spun, was going to just lob it in there, and then opted to throw a fastball.
Well, it also looked like Ryan Wynn wasn't ready for a throw. I don't know that he knew that this was on. Watch the movement. He's close to the bag and starts moving that way, but then everything surprises him at that point. Because really the throw, if somebody's ready for it, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's right over the top of the bag.
He's not in a good position.
He just wasn't ready for it.
So error on the pitcher, second and third, nobody out.
It's a tough error on Aoki. They really threw that ball right over the bag.
Well, we've seen some scoring changes here late. We saw that earlier today, which afforded a cycle for Adrian Rodriguez. Originally had to play with 2 errors. Ended up giving him a triple. The 1-1. No, that's down. We saw it last night with West Virginia. They made a couple of errors and it ended up costing them against North Carolina. It's a pretty obvious, but sometimes you have to state the obvious. You make mistakes against high quality competition and you're likely to pay for it. Fellas, this is a big opportunity here for Oklahoma. To keep their momentum going in the tournament and put a team that scores a lot behind.
Well, you can't draw it up any better. You got arguably the hottest hitter from a power standpoint in the country with second and third and nobody out, and now in a plus count, and you almost wonder, do you even mess with him here on 3-1, or do you try to get a chase?
First base open. Good numbers with men in scoring position. 3-1 offering. Oh boy, on the outside corner. LaChance couldn't believe it. At least the early tendencies from our home plate umpire Kevin Swinney. If you're a pitcher, the low one, at least early, you're not going to get. The ones maybe in and out, you might. The payoff pitch from Aoki. And LaChance has to go after that one, given the called strike on the previous pitch.
Well, I think if you're Aoki right now, I mean, you are entirely thinking strikeout. Second, third, nobody out when he gets to a 2-strike count, which he's worked his way back into right now. You got first base open. You definitely don't want to load him up with nobody out, but it does not take spin out of the equation here just because it's 3-2.
Only 43 strikeouts on the season for a power hitter. Pretty good numbers to go with the 28 walks for LaChance.
Well, and he's showing you the polish of a high-end run producer. He fouled off a pitch that was previously called a strike because he knows if he takes that, it was just established as a strike. Then they go to the other side of the plate. He fights that one off as well. Just putting together a big-time AB right here.
One of 13 junior college kids on the roster. 3-2 again from Aoki. Hit hard on the ground. One play is to first. One run comes in. It's 1-0 Sooners.
You can't recreate history, but if there's guys on first and second and that same thing happens, it's probably a double play, and there's probably 2 outs and a guy standing on third base right now.
Well, I mean, LaChance can't run right now with the Yankees, so I would say it is a double play.
And there is someone standing on third base right now.
Yeah, just maybe getting a little tricky early in the ball game, trying to hold walk close to second, cost him a run.
Real good bat-to-ball skills at the plate. Jackson Willits. Breaking pitch in there for strike one. People know the sport. They know Reggie Willits, who was a coach with the New York Yankees, back here now. They know Eli Willits was the top draft pick in 2025. And here's the next one to him. Swing and a miss. Really good pitch. And he's behind 0-2.
That's that kick change again. And it acts like a split. Every once in a while, it'll look a little bit more like a slider if he gets around it.
.344 runners in scoring position. Leading off second, Camden Johnson. That one is fouled on the first base side as he pulled the string on it. Aoki has struck out 20 in 11 2/3 in the NCAA tournament. He has given up 12 home runs on the season. Oklahoma has struck first thanks to an error on Aoki as he threw it to second base on a pickoff attempt, and his second baseman Ryan Wynn wasn't there. On a 1-2 with one down. That's out. 2-2.
They're going to keep going to that kick change, KP. Willits hitting only 184 against the changeup throughout the course of the season. You know Wes Johnson knows the numbers better than anybody. And Willits has been so clutch for this Oklahoma team. So tough to get out in these big spots.
2-2. That ball's hammered, lifted deep and far, and that is gone. It goes off the top of the wall, and Willits is going to have a 2-run home run to put the Sooners up 3-0. Jackson Willits, 7th of the season, continues this Boomer Sooner postseason roll. I mean, this is an incredible statistic, but a quarter of the homers they've hit this year basically have been hit in the tournament. Have you ever seen a number like that? 24% of the homers this year have been hit in the last 2 weeks.
It's called catching a heater. And doing it at the exact right time. So he keeps making these mistakes middle up, and that ball's floating out over the plate. Willis gets around it just a touch, but on an offensive day here at the Chuck, he's able to ride this thing just over the right center field wall, and I mean just over the right center field wall. A night where the ballpark is playing offensive, and the Sooners strike first.
Yeah, Reggie was loving that. You know that Eli's got his ears and eyes on this thing. Willet's family steeped in baseball, and Jackson with a College World Series bomb. Only one out, and we're in the bottom of the first for Trey Gamble, who swings wildly at one. We saw this last night, too. They have sent the reinforcements out very quickly, including Big U, who was about to grab and stretch. The option to start Aoki came because of that matchup conversation we had with Wes Johnson earlier today. That's out of play. And you know, Berkey, you know this, just because the one side, the pitching side, has a game plan, well, the offense has a game plan too.
Yeah, that's right.
You see it high, you let it fly.
Well, then there's one thing with having a game plan, there's another thing executing that game plan. And we know the execution for Aoki does not consist of up in the zone.
Gamble sends another one to the seats.
So you can call two-seamer all you want, but if your right-hander that's not living with plus velocity misses up and out over the plate against a team that's this hot, you might get your feelings hurt.
Gamble initially played his ball at Salt Lake Community College before he transferred to Oklahoma. They seem to be seeing it really well right now. There was not even a hint of an offer on a pitch in the dirt. This ball may be playable. Phelps finally picks it up, and he lost it. Boy, he had it, thought he looked like he picked it up, and he did not. Talked about the fact that the sun could be an issue. He actually obviously is wearing his sunglasses.
Yeah, he is.
I thought at one point there was a reaction like, I don't, but now I do.
He doesn't see it early. Branch isn't over there to help him out. Then it looked like he saw it, and he overran it. And that's just, man, it is not going the Bulldogs' way right now.
No. So another chance for Gamble. And this ball is lifted to left field. Ishikawa, he's picking it up late. He's there to make the play. It's not coming easy right now for Georgia.
We talked about Aoki, and here's the combination. It's a sinker down, that kick change that we've seen him throw a lot already. Slider and a curveball, but the key is where is it? Bottom part of the zone, he's been so much more effective this year than the top. Well, that top of the zone has already got him so far today.
And a home run pitch.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly what we're talking about right there, KP. Up in the zone, problems. Down in the zone, he's got a chance to stay in the ball game for a while. And both balls that have been ripped are pitches up in the zone.
Next pitch will be his 30th. It will be to Brendan Brock. He did throw a high one there that was called a strike. It's a good one there. It's 0-2. For the Sooners, that's their 37th homer in their last 15 games. And that's the guy that did it, Jackson Willits. 0-2 to Brock. That one was hung up there. It's popped up to shallow right. Black is there, and he makes the play. But the Sooners have cruised through the tournament, and it looks like they're on cruise control tonight.
Hey now, the Sooners keep it rolling here early. Jackson Willits with a launch piece, a 3-spot to first, and here come the Sooners.
We're earning
unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Let's just get one of everything.
Fire everything! Yes, chef! 3% cash back on chicken! Yes, chef! 3% cash back on dessert. Sorry, chef. What's in your wallet?
All right, here we go, right? Finally, big game. Stay calm, stay composed, and
Just remember, no matter what,
there's never been another duck like you. Time to lock in.
Push the face, thread the needle.
we have to stick together.
Show me your game face. All right, we'll work on it. Will it be easy? Is it going to be worth it?
Don't forget,
You're a bird of prey, a majestic.
beautiful soccer gazelle. Go!
What does victory sound like?
Together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lutz boxes are peak luxury. They may even go to your head.
Excuse me, who makes this house red?
Pat? Try Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lutz boxes.
Score Father's Day deals at Dick's. Up to 40% off Nike, Chubbies, and more. 20% off Nike golf apparel and save on golf gear. Save on bikes, kayaks, and more. For a limited time, ScoreCard members get $10 back in rewards. Save on Father's Day gifts at Dick's.
Introducing Gatorade Lower Sugar. No artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, and 75% less sugar. Gatorade Lower Sugar. Hydrates better than water.
Well, hop on the Boomer Sooner train here. Since April 24th, this team has exploded. 4-9, 5.5. Let's change that, thank you, to 7-1 their last 8, almost 10 runs a game, and their pitching has been a lot better as well. Again, late season, they flipped who was going to be the starters behind Rager, and it worked out well. That number right there is hard to imagine. I mean, how do you quantify? Like, what happened?
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken's what happened, Carl. You go 2 days after going 1 and done at the SEC tournament with a little fried chicken in between, and you catch a heater.
6-minute drills, that's how we're going to do it. First pitch to Michael O'Shaughnessy. Shaggy swings and misses. That was the explanation. I know that the day crew in their first game with Oklahoma had a field day with the fried chicken story, but that is exactly what Skip Johnson did. He went back to his JUCO days where they would literally eat fried chicken. They didn't have a clubhouse back then, so he said we would get fried chicken, and in between sort of the double sessions we would eat it, but we didn't digest it. We got right back out on the field. Didn't care how hot it was. We're just going.
That's what you do.
And they did that again to kind of spark something, and obviously it has worked. Now Xander Mercurius, he's working with a 3-0 cushion and an 0-2. He's throwing with a lot of conviction for just a freshman whose numbers have not been very good. He's trying to duplicate the success of his fellow freshman, Cord Ranger. On a 1-2 right down the middle. They got the shift on, and this is an easy one. They get O'Shaughnessy, and there's one down. That'll bring up Kenny Ishikawa, the left fielder. When we talk about numbers, he's got 27 walks and 10 strikeouts. That's another thing that never happens in this sport of baseball.
He's the anti-modern day player.
He sure is. Had a big hit the other night in their opener, in which he bounced one right hard off of the dirt in front of home over the first baseman's head. Played it a couple. 93 miles an hour for a strike to go 1-1. Two and one, exactly what Ishikawa does, as well as anybody playing the college game right now. He just served that in a center field, and he is aboard. Ricky and Denise Ishikawa, his parents standing and getting high fives from all the other fans here of Georgia. That's just a piece of hitting that Ishikawa has done since we've seen him all year.
No doubt, and that's right in his wheelhouse, right? Letting something get deep and using that backside gap just the way they draw it up. Pops is pretty proud of that swing.
And to go with the keen eye at the plate. Now Ryan Wynn, the second baseman. And that's outside. First base runner, first hit of the game for Georgia. It's one of those things, as two former major leaguers, Berkey, and as a hitter. So if Ishikawa can do that, how come everybody can't do that?
Well, first of all, bat to ball is a tool. It's just like power. Some people are more gifted at it than others, but a lot of it comes down to how you see yourself as a player and what kind of profile you want to fit yourself into, right? A lot of guys, they don't want to play that style of game, but he owns it and he thrives at it. And credit Georgia for finding him at Seattle and adding him into a lineup that is built on power.
And just letting him beat him. We're not worried about home runs. You're going to hit a few, but you just do what you're good at.
Yeah, him and Lujo are the two pieces they added this year in the portal, where they say, okay, we need more bat to ball. We can't just slug.
Yes.
We have to have guys throughout the course of this batting lineup that can move the baseball and can put the best pitchers in the league in play, and both those guys check.
Yeah, Wynn got one to hit. He sends this one to right center. Hassan Harris calls it. He's there to make the play. And it looks like that the guys are having a little hard time picking the ball up off the bat, no matter where you are in right center or left. But Wynn is retired.
Pretty bright out there in the outfield right now.
Ishikawa, who's at first began his baseball career at Asia University in Tokyo. He transferred to Seattle University. Born in Hawaii, raised in Japan. Not a huge threat to steal. Even the fans are trying to block themselves from the sun. Get a better view for Brennan Hudson. Right down the middle, smacks one to center. And does Walk have a beat on it? He does. Single for Ishikawa was the only damage done. No runs in. It'll be 7-8-9 with the Sooners up 3-0 when we come back.
Let's take a picture. Let's take a picture for them. Everybody get it. I'll get this guy.
Fit everyone in with iPhone 17 Pro. And stay connected with AT&T.
They made it. We got this, guys. Come on.
Get iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in.
Join the mission and help us tell men and women with high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes about the UACR urine test. It can help detect kidney damage early and related heart risk. Learn more at detectthesos.com.
With built-in intelligence that saves battery power and updates that happen automatically, work might interrupt you, but your Dell Pro won't.
Outback Steakhouse has a 3-course meal called the
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi. With soup or salad, your choice of select entrees, and a cheesecake for dessert.
Oi, 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 oi.
It's three oys. 3 courses starting at $14.99 at Outback for a limited time.
The NCAA Men's College World Series is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Adrian Rodriguez, he was shaking the shoulder as part of their selling. He had the 3rd cycle in Men's College World Series history. It was aided by a scoring change on a single that was originally ruled a 2-base error that got him to 3rd. They changed it to a triple. He had a couple of doubles. He only had 7 RBIs. Stay warm, A-Rod.
He's raised his average 30 points this postseason.
You can't do that.
And that's just since the Super.
That's what since the Super, he's up 30 points this late in the season. Aoki starts off to Hassan Harris, the right fielder, with a strike. Aoki's first inning, 32 pitches, second most pitches that he has thrown in an inning this season. Walk led off with the double. A hit batter, a 3-run home run from Jackson Willits is how they got 3 in the first. The 0-1 to Harris. That's right at, oh my gosh. Destined for center field until Aoki stuck some leather out.
Did it land in his glove?
Yeah, I think that it found the glove is what happened right here. Sometimes luck is on your side. Watch Aoki afterwards, how we fit. We're ready to go. Cat by KP. Nobody else making that play. It's a fly out in the book right there.
He capped it.
F1.
And here's one of the heroes for this team, Dayton Taki, who looks at one down. I've heard pitchers say that when they throw one and they realize where it's going and its location, they know this one might get mashed. Maybe he was aware this one could come back quickly at me.
We talk about the heater that this Sooner offense has been on. Nobody embodies that more than the man up to bat right here. Dayton Taki started the postseason with 3 homers and 13 ribbies. He now sits at 8-22 because of the damage that he has done this postseason, including one of the most famous home runs in Oklahoma history, the walk-off to end the regional.
This ball is lifted deep to left field. Ishikawa's going back, still drifting. He cannot make the play. You could see the wind was carrying it, the sun was an issue, and he kept backpedaling all the way to the wall.
And again, it feels like he didn't see it right away. The first movement is definitely not back. This ball's hit a little bit better. I mean, it's 2 steps in, Berkey, and now we don't really know where we're going.
And now you're drifting, and again, such a big ballpark. You probably feel like the fence is coming, and you come up just a tad short right there. Another play this Georgia defense doesn't make is that one just slides over the top of his glove. And this is a Georgia defense that has been excellent throughout the course of the year.
Not tonight. Now Branch, the second baseman, the 9-hole hitter. And he pops one up. This is in foul ground. Hudson is there. That's a big out there for the 9-hole hitter, unable to advance Taki to third base, and he is retired on a pop out to Brennan Hudson. Now you mentioned that home run from Taki. They traveled 454 feet.
That will not soon be forgotten by the living Sooner fan.
And now Walk, who doubled his first time up, he scored on a 3-run home run from Willits. Starts him off with his kryptonite, the curveball. It's 0-1. On the ground, tough play, but it is smothered by Hudson, and he makes it. They get around that play. It ended up being a double off the glove of Ishikawa. One Branch to another. Branch, Black, and Phelps as we continue in Omaha at the World Series.
Before the world knows their names, they're students, teammates, competitors. Across NCAA campuses, dreams of Team USA take shape. Nearly 2/3 of Team USA once wore their school's colors. More than half of U.S. Paralympians trained as college athletes. Together, they carried that spirit to the podium. Because Olympians aren't just made, they're made here.
Starburst, different every time.
For your cleanest, freshest morning ever.
That's fresh.
Yeah, it is. Try new Crest Pro Health mouthwash.
This isn't it. It's time for food that fuels you. For things like post-workouts, Nice Star, those final stretches, win streaks, epic flexes, and epic seasons. It's time for real food. It's time for Chipotle.
AI risk isn't always easy to see. You can let it lurk in the shadows or reveal where the exposure lives. Take your AI risk from untenable to tenable. Your exposure ends here.
This new Crispy Pro, unbelievable.
What about that one?
I've never been one to settle. It's got glass. Food is ready, faster, and crispier. That's what top performance looks like. Ooh, it's perfect. Look, retirement's not that bad. I've done it too.
Welcome back to the Men's College World Series. A couple brothers playing tonight, including the Branch brothers, who are playing on opposite teams, though. Colby Branch for the Georgia Bulldogs, Kyle Branch for Oklahoma. And I'm with the entire Branch family, the parents, Carrie and Rusty, and the two brothers as well. Dad, I'll start with you. It's not very often to get to see one of your sons play in the College World Series. What is this like to be able to watch both?
It's pretty cool. We're in the middle of an argument right now. Willis just hit a 3-run bomb. They're all clapping, and I didn't stand up and cheer enough, evidently. So we're debating on how we're supposed to. But I can promise you, if number 9 parks it over left field, I'm standing up and doing a somersault.
Sounds good. We all will. That was leading to my next question. You guys have been very unbiased, not sitting with either of the teams. We have the custom-made jerseys. How are you cheering today?
Very carefully. We're just trying to cheer for everybody, honestly. We love all of the kids on both teams, and so it's hard to cheer against or for, and so we're just doing the best we can.
We're actually talking whoever we think can beat Texas the easiest, that's who we're rooting for the other team to win.
There you go. I was saying the other day, bless you guys for raising 4 boys. What was it like growing up with as competitive of a household?
We argue, compete, and fight during Farkle.
Rock, paper, scissors is a challenge. I mean, we go play putt-putt. It's a challenge. There's always a game. The other day, even when we were waiting to say hi to Colby after the game, the boys had a water bottle, flipping it on top of the dugout at the end of the game. And there's just always something. It's always fun.
State champion brother as well, Lovejoy. Before I let you go, the jerseys are awesome. Mom, how did we get these done?
How did we get them done? We just ordered the jerseys online, then had a lady from our hometown make them and separate them and add all the numbers and stuff to them. So
we were too cheap to buy 60 jerseys, so we bought 30 and cut them in half.
I appreciate you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Yeah, appreciate the honesty, too. That's great, KB. Thank you very much. And we're cheering now. We're not doing a somersault just because it's a walk.
Yeah.
But Colby's on. And that is the first time it's happened. There's been a couple of others. Third time, actually, that brothers on different teams in the same World Series, but none have appeared in the same game until tonight. It was Eric and Alex Sogard in 07. Alex didn't play, and Matt and Whit Robbins back in 06. The teams did not play each other. Obviously, tonight is different. There was a putt-putt game, and Kyle claimed that he won that, but he also said that Colby showed up after 5 holes. Like,
you missed your tee time.
DQ'd for missing your tee time in putt-putt?
Yeah, I mean, we minimum 2-stroke penalty. We've already seen that this year, but I think that was pretty straightforward.
We had a pitch clock violation there.
Black wasn't engaged at 8 seconds, so steps in and it's 0-1.
Very impressed early on, guys, with Xander Mercurius and his composure and his strike throwing. Started early when he got Phelps, Jackson, and Lujo, the top 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, just a freshman. Oh, that was close. You see LeChance wondering, are you going to call that a strike? I'll hold it here for a second.
I think it was just off, but it's exactly where you want to throw it. His misses have been on the side you want to miss at this point. The freshman has looked really sharp the first time through the order.
It's an infield that has turned 50 double plays. They won't get one here, but they got a chance for an out as Johnson is in foul territory, using that glove to shield his eyes, and he makes the play.
Well, Skip Johnson wasn't worried about Xander Mercurius today, and I think early indications show he was dead on. Fastball, aggressive, in the zone, not trying to miss bats early. The changeup has been very good. That it should win the Golden Spikes, looking on a right-on-right changeup in the first inning. He looks the part right now, guys. 4th career start in college, does not have a collegiate win, facing the most dangerous offense in the country, and he looks comfy.
Here's the second time through the order for Trey Phelps. He swings, pulls it foul on the third base side. You saw a lot of Trey Phelps this year. Murky, is there anything in the swing he's been struggling you can see in the NCAA tournament, just a 111 average, anything you're seeing?
Well, you know, he's always got that unique start that, to be honest, I'm not crazy about, where he holds the bat right in front of his chest. And it looks like a move that you would struggle to be on time with, because you got to go so far back from there. And there's just that late snatch with his hands to get the barrel in a position to launch from. And so he has been very consistent throughout the course of the year. But for me, it would be easy to point to his timing relative to that load that could potentially have him in a place right now where he just doesn't look very comfortable swinging the bat.
Very good pitch, frozen.
That is as low and as forward as you will ever see a player hold their hands.
Anthony Rendon used to hold it a little bit like that.
He held it low back in the old days, Gary Gaetti. But I mean, look how forward it is, too. That barrel is way forward.
He chased. Xander Mercurius picks up another strikeout. His second.
This thing's been really important for him so far, man. I mean, you look at the scouting report coming in, and right changeup is not going to jump off the page yet. He's used that pitch so far to strike out Daniel Jackson once, and now to get Phelps swinging on that one.
And here is the aforementioned Daniel Jackson, who struck out looking in the first. Lands one on the outside corner. It's 0-1, and he is dotting right now.
And he throws two.
Yeah.
He throws two different changeups. One is more the split, which is what that was. But then that more traditional changeup you saw in the replay that is that circle change.
1 ball, 1 strike to the kid who is affectionately known as the Rhino, the Rhinoceros. He at one point tried to label a teammate Rhino, and they all looked at him and said, "Are you kidding me? There's only one Rhino on this team, and it's you." He has worn that well. Fastball, one hopper. Second baseman Branch played it well. Jackson retired for the second time. And Xander Mercurius is through 3, having allowed just 1 hit and no runs.
Score Father's Day deals at Dick's. Up to 40% off Nike, Chubbies, and more. 20% off Nike golf apparel and save on golf gear. Save on bikes, kayaks, and more. For a limited time, Scorecard members get $10 back in rewards. Save on Father's Day gifts at Dick's.
Introducing Subway's new fresh value menu. 15 different protein pack choices, all for under $5. With new 6-inch deli face, $3.99. Protein pockets, $3.99. And a 6-inch sub of the day, $4.99. Always freshly made, always available every single day.
Oh, pipi lasagna! Ah! Radmila Mikusa! Hello!
Oh. Get same-day Wi-Fi delivery from Xfinity. Now that's instant online magic. Plus, lock in your internet price for 5 years. Xfinity. Imagine that. And see Minions and Monsters only in theaters. Rated PG.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. Try it now.
This is what you get with cubic zirconia status.
This is Hill Nana's diamond status.
They upgraded us last week.
When you want an upgrade that actually feels like an upgrade, it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
We are locked in, man. You never know what you're going to see in the old market. Phenomenal restaurants and other establishments. You get, I saw horses blow by today, eating lunch. Buddy's at the Blatt, and that's where we take off from. Landing and launching pad, taking us inside Charles Schwab on another delightful evening in Omaha, Nebraska, for the 2026 Men's College World Series. KP, man, is this, you keep this a secret, huh, here in Omaha as a resident? It can be like 77 and sunny.
How about this? Yeah, it's like late September for a week and a half.
Camden Johnson is behind 0-1. Right away, as soon as you said it's late September, hey, late September. Our buddy Chris Berman, that was a standard operating line as soon as we hit September on NFL primetime. Should be back in school.
Your Berman impression is one of your better.
It's one of the few. Here's another really good breaking pitch. Aoki settling down after that first inning. And that one you saw, fellas, the swing and a miss down in the zone. Our statistics and the research from True Media and all those that are following this stuff. First inning, upper half, 11 pitches, 9 swings. There were no swings and misses. Down, you get a bunch of them. Did he go? No swing there. And to finish that off in the lower half of the strike zone, there were 21 pitches, 8 swings, or updating it now, 25, 11, 6 swings and misses. Throw it up, you don't get anybody to miss.
Now, the math is straightforward.
Yes.
If it's elevated, they're going to get him. If it's down, he's got a real good chance.
Two and two, looking for his first strikeout. Is a good strikeout pitcher in Caden Aoki, but he has not had one yet. And this one is right back to him. And he flips underhand for the out. Well, boys, typical. We've seen some phenomenal individual performances. And Joey Volchko, they're still talking about what heat is. The old rated CG, complete game with 15 punches. Glauber looks like he's, 29 years old with his maturity, and he's not. And then there's Adrian Rodriguez, who went cycle today.
Yeah, he went nuclear is what he did.
Been that way.
Yeah. And Glauber and Volchko have clearly been the stars from a pitching standpoint so far in this event. Boy, Volchko, a night to put him in the record books around here.
This one is hit pretty well. The center, Lujo, is still tracking back. Now he stops off the bat of the chance at 107 miles an hour. You strike out 15 and go rated CG. Everybody's going to throw your picture on their Soch.
Who was I think Trey was the first.
Love it. Yeah.
We got a bunch of them.
Apparently that same trend is running through the ESPN family with your picture, KP. What do you got on that?
What do I have on it?
Yeah, everybody's got your picture now.
Flattered.
Yeah, love that.
Means a lot to me.
And a one-hopper. And Aoki has settled in and has the game as well. We are through 7 pitch. Here we go. Wait, my right-hander. And Berkey.
That's my right-hander right there.
It's go to Bray. It's catching. No, it's catching.
Forget the warm-up. DirecTV got hot. They're on fire with more MLB games than anyone.
Welcome to the big leagues, kid.
How old are you?
11.
James? Okay. Hello, Wendy. Plutôt goûte à la bikini?
Wendy's Minions and Monsters meal. Minions and Monsters. Only in theaters July 1st.
Yeah, that kind of power. Our best lineup is here. Lowe's.
While some see a financial world upended, at T. Rowe Price, curiosity drives our portfolio managers to see opportunity. Active ETFs from T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence.
Welcome back, everyone, to Omaha, Nebraska. It is time now for our coach interview. It is presented by Orkin, KB.
Standing now with me, Wes Johnson. What have you thought of Caden Aoki and how he's settled?
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, the first inning, tip your hat. He left the changeup up, and, the leadoff guy hit it off the wall, and then we missed on a heater, and Willie got off a good swing. Other than that, he's kind of settled in, started being who he is. We got to get off some better swings at the plate, though.
Yeah, what has been your message to the hitters?
Yeah, we've been a little tardy. We kind of pride ourselves on being earlier on time, and we haven't been there yet today. And I think that's it. Just slow the game down. We're going to get off some good swings. It's a long game, and we got to go find a way to get off good swings.
With the way that the sun is right now, what can be the challenges defensively in playing this field?
Yeah, no, I mean, you've got to pick up that ball immediately when it's off that bat. You need your teammates talking to you. If not, you're going to lose in the sun.
Thank you, Wes.
Thanks. Go Dogs.
Carl.
All right, KB, thank you very much. Back here with Berkey and Kyle Peterson. Georgia is the road team, and they'll bat in the top of the 4th inning, trailing 3-0. Ryan Lujo, who had a monster freshman year at the University of Dayton, and then he went portaling, and Georgia called him. Swings at the first one, and it is a foul ball. He hit 361 there at 56 RBI, 9 bombs, 16 doubles, 21 walks, an OPS of almost 1,000. Hasn't slowed down, certainly in the tournament. Ryland's grandfather is Rennie Stennett, legendary Panamanian second baseman, 11 years in the majors. This one has popped sky high, primarily with the Pirates. He did win a couple of world championships, which is what Ryan's trying to do here in college. For the latest news, insight, in-depth analysis from the 2026 College World Series, visit NCAA.com. It's your official online home for all NCAA championships. You guys remember the name Rennie Stennett, right?
You know, I was trying to place it the other day when you were, but I appreciate you educating us.
That'd be a no.
Right.
Pirates early.
I was trying to place it.
You chose not to answer.
71, 79. You don't remember it?
No, 71, really? 79. That's a little before our time, Raph.
That's some of the famous Pirates teams, though.
Okay. We are family?
Yeah.
Scrap iron? So now you're speaking my language. You had to bring it back to a Vol, and now I'm with you.
Okay. Let's see the world you live in. Right by O'Shaughnessy. Boy, the Xander Mercurius looked good.
Well, the aggressiveness with the fastball, too. Like, just the willingness to fill the zone up with it has been so impressive for the freshman so far. And it came from the first pitch of the game.
Wait a second. Brother is
He's dialed.
I've seen this act before. I'm gonna read. Find out what book he's reading.
Yes, yes.
That is great.
Plus the hat, the lid is tilted.
All of it. The sunglasses.
So is there a game going on that I'm supposed to be paying attention to?
He's good.
Big crossword guy. He's mixing one in right now.
That's going to be great fodder for the next time they see each other when Xander is like, excuse me. Yes, sir. Oh, boy, just off. Everybody thought it was a strike 3, including Xander.
It's a pretty good one right there. Oof. Look at that four-seamer just stay right at the top of the zone, too. I think that one caught it. Whew.
Another life for Shaggy. Mike O'Shaughnessy. And he goes fishing into the mitt of LaChance. Strikeout number 3 for Xander. Christina, we're all good. And I'm really proud of my other son who is doing his reading out there.
It's been straightforward so far, man. It's grab that four-seamer, throw it with conviction, which he's done the entire time. And good job at LaChance right there, too, because that was a foul ball. Let's just peek up. Yeah, he punched him out. We're good.
Not impressed.
Going back to chapter 3. Let me know when something fun happens.
So good. Now Ishikawa, who has the hit, served one into left field. He swings at the first one, popped up. Is anybody going to see it? Willits is giving it chase. Still chasing it. He can't get it. And he got no help from Brendan Brock, who never saw it in left field. It is brutal out there right now.
And we talk about it every year here. Your middle infielders, if they can go run down pop-ups, can be such a big factor here at the College World Series. Number one, there's tons of foul ground. And number two, you get this, Ravi, which is a lot of times the left fielder can't see some of these balls.
Never move.
Your shortstop has to be able to bail them out, and Willis comes up about a stride short there.
Jason Walk was on a dead sprint from center field because he did see it. I think he was closer when the ball landed than the left fielder Brock was.
Yeah. I don't think Brock ever really moved. And it's key, trying to go 2-0. 29 of the last 35 titles have been won by teams that have gone 2-0. Ishikawa gets into this one to right field. Ishikawa leaves the yard. one guy in the Georgia lineup is finding Xander Mercurius easy to hit. He's 2 for 2 with a single and a blast to put him on the board. His 3rd of the year, and it was a no-doubter, boys.
Yeah, he's seeing the ball pretty good right now, Rav. It's a fastball up in the zone, and Ishikawa, who almost went deep last game, flew out to the fence.
Yep.
You see Georgia chasing the Vols for number 2 all time. LSU out in front with a $188. One of the great home run hitting teams of all time getting on the board.
And again, a really hard play down the line. Foul ball could have been caught. Wasn't, obviously. Really hard play, but it does lead to an extra life and a run. That guy is a professional hitter. Another guy there, Arcamone, great hitter, is there to give him some love. That's in there for a strike to go 0-2 to Ryan Wynn. I mean, aren't you all running up to Ishikawa and said, so what are you seeing?
Yeah, I'd say he's far and away the most comfortable at bats we've seen so far in this ballgame.
0-2, and Xander was walking off the field.
That one was down and all.
Yeah, that one missed.
I think he may have thought he swung at it.
Pretty good spot, but just missed. Still way ahead in the count.
Ouch. That one got our home plate umpire right off the mask, and it sent Kevin Sweeney back a few steps. As he takes a break, we got Scott Klein here. Scott, you know, you're one guy who actually can tell us what that feels like. Scott, you know, what does that feel like?
Yeah, it feels just like getting hit in the face with a shovel.
Okay, there you go. Short to the point.
Well said.
Good answer. A shovel. This one is in the corner in left field. And Ryan Wynn is going to head to second base. It's fielded out there. A stand-up double. And a couple of extra base hits back-to-back. Ishikawa and Wynn.
Here come them Dogs. There's the offense we've been used to seeing throughout the course of this season and this incredible run they've been on, especially here down the stretch. Looked like a changeup, that really pretty good pitch, KP. And Ryan Wynn, watch him get down into his posture to get below that baseball. Just a nice job of staying on a pretty good pitcher's pitch, smoking it in the corner. And again, what makes this offense so special, they can hurt you from a lot of different places.
Yeah, there's just no let up. I mean, Colby Grant's got 19 home runs out of the 8 hole. It'll be interesting to see if he keeps using that right-on-right changeup. First time around, it's against the book. You may get some different swings. Now everybody's already talked. There's multiple guys that have got it from the right side. That time, Wynn put the best swing on it that a right-hander has so far today.
Wynn's 14th double of the year, so he's at second base for Brennan Hudson.